receiving your content. You'll see it shortly. Well, hey, Tommy. What's up, Jared? I'm hoping. Let me get this closer to me so you guys can hear me. Well, MH and Jared, what's going on? Hey, Jared, hopefully the Yankees can hold off on this victory after the big 2-run shot by Judge and a granny by Didi. But, of course, Zach Britton can't close it out. Hey, Taylor, how you doing? What is going on, MH? Dwayne Haskins era, how you doing? What's up, Caesar? What's up, Crazy Mofo? I ain't trolling anything. Can I ask you something, MH? How am I trolling? What I said is fact. What is up, Techie? How you doing? There's no troll job involved in that. That's fact. Everything I said in that video earlier today is fact. It's fact. It's not a troll job. I told you the only half troll job I did, and it was a half troll job. Daniel Jones being better than Dak Prescott. Okay, that was half truth, half troll. I freely admit that was half a troll job. Okay, that was half a troll job to wind Cowboy fans up a little bit, but. There's a lot of truth to what I said now. But today, that's no troll job. That is fact. They are in cap hell in 2020. 11 players taking up almost 80% of their cap. They're screwed. They better start winning. They better start. What is going on? Eventually, Victor, yes. I didn't get a hold of him. I emailed him today, but he didn't get back to me, so I don't know unless he got back to me later. I usually have to do these late at night, but I definitely am going to work with Mark Holmes. Yes, that is going to happen. John Abrams, what's going on? I'm hoping Vodka Drinker shows up tonight. My man Vodka Drinker said he wanted Coney Island Ferris wheel today, so I took the limo today, and I decided to go to Coney Island and hang out here. I got a cold Sam Summer Ale, which is delicious, by the way. Yeah, Yankees looking like a snack. We'll freaking see if they can close this out. We couldn't close out last night. Man, Yule, what is going on? Carlos Rodriguez, how you doing, my man? Maverick, what is going on? What's going on, me and the Eagles? Nothing. This is the last day of this because it's all Giant stuff from here on out. I have to listen. I did a couple videos on the Cowboys. I have to do a couple on the Eagles. It's only fair to do 2 videos on each team. It's not right to play favorites to one or the other. I hate them both equally, so I figured I would do 2 videos on both of them. That's all. That's all it is. Like the Eagles. I hate the Eagles, but it is what it is. They got a good team. I mean, I said I didn't say anything wrong in that video today. There was no hate. That was just fact. It's all it is. It's fact. Darno his ass backwards. I know, man. Any Redskins vid? Nah. Well, I did one Redskins vid. I did it a while ago that Daniel Jones can be better than Dwayne Haskins, and they didn't like that. So I did do a Redskins video as well. Yes, I did. I did do a video as well. I'm following the game myself, Jared. Just I'm not doing a play-by-play tonight. So hopefully Britain can get out of this. But do I think Dallas should pay Zeke first? Honestly, no. I think they should pay their quarterback. It's honest to God's truth. I think they can get a running back to replace him. I hope they sign all 3 of them. I hope they give them all the fortune. I hope Cooper, Dak, and Zeke take up 35% of their cap space, and I hope they're paying all those guys. Thank you, DieHardGiantsFan. I appreciate that, my man. It's just true, NFL mixed lights. It's true. It is. 11 players taking up 78.33% of their cap space. That is a lot of cap. And these guys somehow think that Howie Roseman's going to wiggle his way out of this. All Howie Roseman is doing when he restructures the contracts is backloading the contracts and making these players older and making it so that they can't get rid of them because the cap hit is worse than the dead cap is worse than the actual cap. So I don't know, man. He makes room so they can keep contending, but it's going to catch you eventually, and it's getting to that point with them. They got to hope Wentz stays healthy or they're in trouble. Good pitch there. Got him out. Thank God. 2 away. Should have paid Wentz all that money. You got to pay your quarterback. And that's the thing, Eric. They don't even pay Wentz a lot next year. They're paying Wentz $18.5 million in 2020. They pay him $34 million in 2021. So his real contract stuff, like his big hits, will not take place until 2021, 2022, and 2023 when he's making over $30 million every one of those years. So, yes, it was. We need more of those disgusting pitches by Zach Britton for sure. Oh, you have no choice, Beachhead. You have to keep those players. And they're aging. And they're not just signed through 2020. A lot of these guys are signed right through 2022, and they're going to be in their early 30s. And those cap hits are bad. I mean, that's the whole thing, man. So, like I said, it's cap hell for the Eagles. It is cap hell for them. I would love to have jumped on and done this with you, but it's okay. Well, I usually do that on Friday, those things. Plus, I thought you were just live. I thought you were just live with somebody. I could have swore I just saw you live with somebody. And this was kind of impromptu. I didn't really plan on even doing a stream, but I said, what the hell? Somebody asked me if I would do one tonight. I said, sure, if I got time, I'll jump on here for an hour and 15 minutes or so and talk about the Eagles being in cap hell. But I'm ready for football, man. I'm sure every one of you guys in the chat is ready for football. I am getting back to baseball here, Jared, eventually. I just wanted to take some time off from the baseball streams. They take a lot of time, and it's been difficult lately. So, what up, EDP's number one fan? How you doing? Yes, I know. I'm ready for football myself. Definitely ready for some football. I mean, the training camp is Monday for rookies. So, there's Didi. He's the hero of the night so far. Well, actually, Judge put us up. What's up, Poppy Chulo, Chad? I appreciate that, diehard Giants fan. I thought, he got him. Yankees close it out tonight. Thank God. I say lately, diehard Giants fan, I got to be honest. Normally, I don't like my videos, but I mean, in my own estimation, I feel like my videos have been pretty damn good the last few videos I've done. I feel like I've really stepped up my game as far as content and production value. So I'm trying to, and once we start talking about the Giants, which is going to be from here on out, this is really the last video I was going to do talking, if you want to say smack, about another team in the division. This was the end of it. This whole Eagles thing, this is the last day for it. Because now I'm going to concentrate on the Giants. That's what it's all about on this channel. It's about the Giants. I mean, obviously, if things happen with the Eagles and the Cowboys or the Redskins, I'll talk about it because they're in our division. But the rest of it, it's kind of over. We'll go back to concentrating on the G-men. But I appreciate that, diehard Giants fan. You the man, brother. You know that. How he'll do something he's going to have to do something. I don't know. I want to know where the hell Vodka Drinker is, man. I went to Coney Island for Vodka Drinker tonight. Somebody let Vodka Drinker know we're in Coney Island tonight. Should have won last night. I know, Jared. We should have. Yankees win. Yes, they do. We needed it, man. He'll come out and spew more. Listen, this is what it is, Techie. I know this is Eagles fans. This is their reaction. Honestly, there wasn't much negative on that video. I think they know that I didn't lie about stuff, and I'm pretty sure they knew this is truth. I mean, a lot of them do accept the fact that, they're going to be in a lot of cap problems. But if they want to argue this is their comeback, it's Giants suck. That's what I get. Giants suck. And you're not telling me anything I don't know. I say it right in the video, but the difference between these two teams is this. In 2020, the Eagles are fifth oldest in the league, and they have horrible cap problems in 2020. Horrible. The Giants have the sixth most cap space going into 2020, and they're the eighth youngest team going into 2020. Balance starts to shift at that point when the Giants can start adding players around their young players. So you're going to see that happen, whereas Philadelphia is going to continue to get older, and because of all those cap problems, they're not going to be able to really do much with it. So they can't just start adding people. Philly 500, no! Philly 500 is in the house. King Dingbat's here. I always love to shout out Philly 500. So anybody here that is not subscribed to Philly 500, obviously been living under a rock, please go sub that man up. I love that guy. I don't give a damn if he's an Eagles fan or not. He is the freaking man. And Philly 500, this beer is for you, brother. A little Sam Summer ale. But you know what? The beer drinking stream with me and Philly 500, not this coming Friday, next Friday. The 26th. It's my birthday. 26th of Friday. I'll be 43 years old. Or the 26th of July. I'll be 43 that day. Me and Philly are going to toast. We're going to toast a little bit. We're going to have fun. We're going to have fun that night. It'll be fun. Training camp will have started. We'll have a lot to talk about. We'll get silly. We'll drink some beer. Maybe we get a little buzz. Be good. It'll be good to hang out. Friday, July 26th. Do not miss it. What up, Richard Cranium? How you doing, my man? Yeah, that's what it is, MH. We're going to do a birthday stream. We're going to drink it up. Jack, how you doing, my man? Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. Just another day in the neighborhood, turning 43 years old. It's ridiculous. Don't know where the hell the time went, but I'm in my middle 40s. Ridiculous, man. So ridiculous. No. Tana tomorrow night. I'm on his channel tomorrow night. Drunk beat. I don't know if I'll get drunk, but maybe we'll catch a buzz together. It'll be fun. Philly 500, I always have a good time, so it'll be fun. We're gonna drink Le Fin du Monde. Maybe I'll try to find that Zingu Black for the special occasion. We'll drink some crazy ass beers. Yesterday was the first time my Rays ever beat the Yankees. Been trailing it, well, maybe this year, but not ever. I can't imagine it's ever. Yeah, I'm not saying that they don't have a good roster. What I'm saying is you cannot build on it. You can't. You have what you have. That's it. It is not easy to build around a team when you have 11 guys taking up 80% of your cap space. And I had a guy on my page saying, well, we have first year and second year players we don't even need to use yet. And I said, well, that's not good, because if you have second year players that you're not going to play to your third year, by their fourth year, you got to pay them. You got to pay them by their fourth year. So what good are they doing sitting on the bench? You got a bunch of second year players, you're going to have to pay them eventually. So they're going to be in trouble. They're going to be in trouble. Cap-wise, they're in trouble. I'm not saying the roster is going to get any worse. The roster is just going to get older, but you're not going to be able to dump these guys. You know? What's up, Santana Louie? How you doing, my man? I appreciate it. Yeah, Philly 500's the man, Santana. I'm a closet Jordan. I don't have a problem with Jordan Howard. He's just not an elite running back. I don't have a problem with him. I don't dislike him or anything. I was just talking about that, Philly. I'm ready for football. Monday, rookies report. To camp. Their secondary, I don't know if their secondary is awful. It's young. Like ours. But it's not good. I'm going to just put it that way. It's not good. Cowboys have a better defense than the Eagles, in my opinion, which is why I give them the edge in the division. That's the big reason why. But, yeah, I know a lot of people don't like the Eagles. I understand. They talk a lot. They do. They're big talkers. Not Philly 500. Not a lot of guys on my page either. They're not. A lot of my Eagle fans in my chat, my regulars, they're awesome. But Spunky's a great guy too. I mean, Spunky's awesome. You can check out his channel for sure. Like I said, he's a good Eagle fan. There's a lot of good Eagle fans out there, but there's some that really just like to run their damn mouth. And when the Eagles are not good in a couple of years, we'll see if they run their mouth the same. Because I'll tell you this right now, and I've said this a long time ago, okay? When I used to be in the TTC, I said this a long time ago. It is easy. It is so easy. When your team is good, it is so easy to come on here and make video after video after video and talk about your great team and your W's and everything else. It is so easy to do it. I want to see these same guys go through a stretch like the New York Giants are and show up here every day like I do, making a video. Every day, coming on here, showing my face and representing my team. I want to see that every day. It's not easy to come on here every day when your team's won 8 games in the last 2 years. It's not easy to come on here every day when you're ridiculed because your general manager gets rid of Odell Beckham, which so many people just don't understand what that was for, and so many people think that was a mistake when it wasn't. So many people ridicule us for drafting Daniel Jones at 6th overall. It's not easy to deal with that day in and day out, but some of us Giants fans do. We're loyal to our team. We're here every day. Okay? So when the tides turn, we'll see. Because eventually every team goes through ups and downs, except for the Patriots. I don't know how the hell they do it, but they do it. But every team is good, bad. It's all cyclical. I'll definitely be a mad dog this year, Philly. There's no doubt about that. You know that. Over the course of 16 games, I'll be rage dog. People love mad dog anyway. Do I have any more bold predictions? Sure, yeah, I have a couple. But you know what? Those videos didn't do really good, so I'm probably not going to do it. And honestly, the other one I had lined up as far as a bold prediction video was going to be Kyler Murray winning the MVP, or the Rookie of the Year, rather. That's not bold at all. You actually have to pay $175 to win $100. That's how favored Kyler Murray is to win the Rookie of the Year. So that wasn't going to be a bold prediction. Not at all. My man, Techie. Cowboys second is only good because of that defensive line. Yeah, 8th word, but you know what? It goes hand in hand. It goes hand in hand. I mean, if you have a good secondary and you have a great pass rush, your pass rusher could look better because you get coverage sacks. And vice versa. If you have a good pass rush, it covers up a bad secondary. That's what the Giants did in their championship runs. Not that we had a bad secondary in 2007 and 2011, But it was average at best. Guys like Aaron Ross, guys like Corey Webster, guys like Kenny Phillips, guys like that, guys like R.W. McQuarters and Sam Madison. And it's not like we had great secondaries during our championship runs, but we had a really good pass rush, which if you have an average secondary and a great pass rush, you can do damage on defense. So I'm anxious to see the Giants with their young secondary. It's got to be a lot better than it was because our secondary was trash and our pass rush was trash. So when you have a trash pass rush and a trash secondary, your defense is terrible, and that's the New York Giants. So hopefully it was fixed. We went with young corners, which is new school NFL, getting a lot of young corners, which a lot of people criticize Dave Gettleman for saying he's an old school guy. That's why he drafted Daniel Jones, but he's not as old school as you think. He's modern by drafting all those corners. We brought in Sam Beal last year. We drafted Julian Love. We drafted DeAndre Baker. We drafted Corey Ballantyne. We drafted 4 corners in the last 2 years. And they're all rookies. They're all going to play. So, what's up, Karam? How you doing? Saturday, what's going on? By the way, anybody that happens to be new, if you happen to be new, hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up for me anyway, guys. Hit that thumbs up. We're gonna start doing things with the thumbs up eventually. We're gonna start giving away a couple of shirts if we get a certain amount of thumbs up. Probably do that once football season starts. It better be 10 years, 200 million. I don't know who you're talking about, my man. Dak. Dak doesn't even deserve $20 million a year. They're gonna pay him. They have to pay him. Dak does not. Dak deserves about $20 million, $22 million. He's going to get $35 million, though. I hope the Cowboys give him that. I hope the Cowboys give him 6 years, $210 million. I do. I want them to pay him. I want them to pay Cooper, and I want them to pay Zeke. I want them to pay those 3 guys and have those 3 guys take up 35% of the cap space. I'm hoping they do that. Hoping they do it. I should collab with Cup Hizzle. That would be interesting. I appreciate that, Jedi. I appreciate that. Yeah, they have to do something. They got to do something. What's up, Gus? How you doing, my man? What's going on? See, I can tell football. I can look at the guys in my chat, and I can tell football season's coming. When I see Gus in the house, football season's coming. Jeremy Bramlett, who commented on my video today, he's not in the stream, but Jeremy Bramlett comments on I know football's coming. I can see my football guys are starting to make their way into the chats and into the videos. So, Dak deserves to get money back. Is Fox 87 in here? Did I miss him? Where is... there he is. So, I got to give him a wrench because he had one before. And, guys, I have to... I'm going to have to do a video for you, Fox, a shout-out or something. Anybody that is not... Fox 87 got to over 1,000 subscribers, and he was very happy about that, and it was well-deserved. But I don't know what happened to his channel. I think it got hacked or something. He can't log into his channel anymore, so he made a new channel. It's Fox 87 Talk Anything. Please make sure you guys sub that channel up. Do that for him. He's a good kid. He's a Buffalo Bills fan. He likes talking about the weather. He does some songs and stuff. So please sub up Fox 87, guys, if you don't mind. Do that for Baddog. Do that as a favor for me. Sub up that kid, man. He's a great kid, and it's too bad what happened to his old channel. So please sub up Fox 87 Talk Anything. Sub him up. Sports Critic's in the house. What is going on? Nice, Philly 500. Yes, Coney Island. I'm looking for Vodka Drinker. Where's my man Vodka Drinker? He told me the next time I stream, I better be in Coney Island. So I'm at Coney Island. Giants don't do well this year. Shermer on the hot seat. If he fails year 3, our coach in 2020. Thrill, I agree. I don't know if he's on the hot seat this year because of and the thing is, with a rookie quarterback next year, I don't know. But I do think that I'm in Coney Island, a Sports Critic. Vodka Drinker wanted me to come down here. I'm looking for Vodka Drinker. Thank you guys for subbing Fox up, by the way. Thank you, Joe. Thank you guys for subbing him up. I really do appreciate it. There you go. You were just in Coney Island. Nice. They're all Eagle Star. I'm trying to tell him, JJ. If you watch my video today, JJ, I'm trying to educate these Eagle fans that they're getting older. Why did you don't need to time him out. You don't need to time him out, man. Listen, you don't need to time out JJ. JJ ripped me a new one, too, about the Dak Prescott video. Trust me. It's all good. We're all football fans here. It's all good. You don't need a timeout. I like JJ. It's all right. Listen, the Cowboys, Eagles, Giants, Redskins gets a little intense, but there's no reason to time anybody out. I told you. Unless they're threatening racism or constant spamming, let them go. JJ thinks Dak is a top 5 quarterback. JJ smokes that wacky tobacco if he thinks that. That's all. And it's okay. Some guys believe what they believe, even if it is wrong. Twain Eagles, what is going on? Kid Blue, my man, what is up? Show Kid Blue some love, too, by the way. He ain't subbed him up. Great channel over there as well. Love that kid, so definitely show him some love. What's up, Ethan? He says, who dat? I spit my drink out after that. The wacky tobacco. Yeah, Where's my man Vodka Drinker at? But, yes, CDP's number 1 fan. I agree. He will be. What's up, Tim Mathis? How you doing? Appreciate it very much. Pull up on Amir on God. 8 Camel Toes is lurking. Sub up 8 Camel Toes if you have not. Subbed him up as well. Another channel of love. Waiting for the Cammies. One of my favorite awards show on YouTube is the Cammies. Wentz sucks? I wouldn't go that far. I don't think Wentz sucks. Wentz needs to stay healthy. Got a big arm. He's mobile. He's not as mobile as he used to be, obviously, after the torn ACL, but the bad back. It'll be interesting to see how Wentz performs this year, if he can stay healthy. It's a big question mark for the Eagles, and they can't lose this guy. There's no more Nick Foles to fall back on. It's Carson Wentz or it's Nate Sudfeld at this juncture, so you gotta roll with the punches at that point. Philly 500, let me ask you something. I don't know if you've seen him. I have not seen my man ex-Philly Fighter in forever. Where's ex-Philly Fighter? Have you seen ex-Philly Fighter? I've not seen him. I miss him, man. Ex-Philly Fighter is the man. The man. Do I think they'll contend for the division. I'm not going to give him a Super Bowl on top of that. What is going on, Brandon? How you doing, my man? Thank you for joining the stream. You never play for the Eagles, Sports Critic? I would play for the Eagles. I would play for any NFL team that drafted me. People always say, Baddog, if your son was drafted by the Cowboys, you'd be a Cowboys fan. I said, yes, I would root for the Cowboys unless they played the Giants, and I would root for the Giants to whoop that ass. But I would root for my son, of course. Oh, you haven't seen him in a while. I miss him. He's a good dude. Foles can't save the Eagles anymore. Pufferfish, I don't think so. Amir, did you see Crawl? Amir. Giants 42-10. I wish that was the case, Maverick. God, I wish that. I will take 24-23. I'll take a W. I don't care how the hell we get it. Just let us beat Dallas. That would be awesome if we could just beat Dallas. If the Giants win less than 5 games in 2019, could Dave Gettleman? I don't know. He's not going to be on the hot seat because he drafted Daniel Jones. They have to see how Daniel Jones performs. If Daniel Jones stinks, then he's on the hot seat. Then he'll probably be gone. But after they can't, their job, Shermer and Gettleman are safe through 2020, in my opinion. Next year will be the tell-all sign, guys. We're going to have Daniel Jones as a starter, Saquon in his 3rd year, $75 million in cap space, and another draft. The Giants will be set up in 2020. If they fail in 2020, then we got problems. What do you know about the Wonder Wheel? That's where I'm from in Brooklyn. I'm in Coney Island tonight, Pat. I'm in Coney Island. Gotta understand. Listen, Vodka Drinker here. I know where my man Vodka Drinker at. Vodka Drinker told me last night, he said, Baddog, the next time you live stream, you better be in Coney Island, and I want to see that Ferris wheel. There it is. I came all the way down here for Vodka Drinker. I don't see him. Thank you very much, Elijah. I appreciate that, my man. Yeah, check out the video if you haven't checked it out. I don't hate on the Eagles. I just tell the facts. More like Phony Island. I always want the boys to win week 1 for the Giants, but if it's a loss, I get to see depressed, drunk Jerry Jones in his suite. I love that. That's my favorite. That's your hood. Nice, Pat. Very nice. Swing by, man. I'll buy you a beer. My man Pat in the house. Gotta love Pat 1984, man. Great dude right there. Last game against Philly, we should. Yes, we should have. Yes, we should have NFL mixed lights without a doubt. Let them off the hook. Felt like Dennis Green at the end of that. The Eagles are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook. Hey, I didn't say you didn't have a good... Brock, I didn't say you didn't have a good Roster still. I'm just saying you're in cap hell. You can't improve your roster. You are what you are now. That's it. There is no improving. If these young players don't pan out, you're screwed. These guys are going to keep getting older, and you can't dump them because that dead cap is going to kill you. So, as soon as the Cowboys rivalry is dead, I don't know. You mean the Longhorns? Fire Comedy Cold? The Longhorns and Sooners are going to renew that rivalry because they're going to fight for the Big 12 this year. So, yes, R.I.P. Dennis Green. Indeed. Yep. Before Baddog's 45th, Giants win a title, over-under is 0.5. I got 2 years for that to happen before I'm 45. Winston, he made surgery with that stress fracture in his back. Yeah, but he's got a bad back. I have a bad back. It can go out like that. And I'm not getting hit by a linebacker. Just saying. Bet you by the start of the next offseason, the Eagles will... I have no doubt they'll have cap space. No doubt. But my point is you have 11 players taking up 78% of it. And all you'll do, if he makes more cap space, by backloading more contracts and by renegotiating and stretching them out, you're going to have 34 and 35-year-olds that you can't get rid of. That's what's going to happen. You're going to get hit with that dead cap eventually. It is going to get you. Maybe it's not this year. Maybe it's not next year. 2021, when Wentz is making that $35 million and these contracts continue to get back, it is going to catch you one way or the other. It will. And Wentz is only there for 4 years. So he's done what, in 2023, right? That's the end of his contract, and he'll be right in his prime. He'll be 30 in 2023. Is that right? Will he be 30? I don't know how old he'll be. No, he can't be 30 in 2023. But, yes, he can. Eagles have 2 losing season L's without Foles. Carson Wentz regular season wins. Yeah, Wentz is not good against winning teams either. I'm looking for one between $1 and $1,400. Is it realistic? I don't know what you're talking about. New York for life. I missed it. Brady TV's in the house. I am also excited for football to start. Definitely. Yeah, but 2 to 3 years is a lot. Going through 2022 with those backloaded big-ass contracts, guys going to be in their 30s, that is a lot. Did you understand when I said earlier today that next year you guys are the 5th oldest team in the NFL? And you can't get rid of those old guys. You are stuck with those contracts. Philly 500, as I told PR, it's not so much about your cap space. It is about the amount of cap space that these 11 players take up. 11 players are taking up almost 80% of your cap. That is ridiculous. And the dead cap is more than the cap hit. That is insane. They are in cap hell. They are in deep shit. And the Giants, this is why the Giants are the way they are right now. Bad contracts that were backloaded at the end of guys' careers and poor drafts. When you do those together, you suck for 7 years like we have. The Eagles are headed in that direction if their draft picks do not pan out. That's my point. You cannot give 11 players 80% of your cap and win. Can't. You know what the Phillies, they gave up a lead. Wow. Phillies are in trouble, MC Philly. They are in trouble. Oklahoma State. I'm sorry, Fire Comedy Cold. Yes, you're right. That is dead. My bad. I wasn't even thinking about that. I was just thinking Sooners Longhorns, man. Horns down, baby. Horns down. I try to tell my kid, horns down. I can't wait to stream Sooners games. It's going to be so much fun, man. It's going to be so much fun. It will be a lot of fun, without a doubt, man. Our roster is relatively young. Yeah, but it's not, Spunky. It's not young. Your average age is 23rd youngest in the league this year. Just because you have a few young guys does not make your team young. Doesn't. And next year, you're the 5th oldest team in the league. The Giants are the 8th youngest in the league. Because they get rid of Eli Manning. Because they're going to dump Janoris Jenkins. They're going to dump older guys. They're going to be one of the youngest teams in the league. Cowboys, I believe, are the youngest team in the league, and they have a ton of cap space. Now, that cap space is going to be cut into when they have to sign these 3 major pieces on their team. But going into next year, they're in good shape. Or Brighton Beach. I got you. FSU going. You think Florida State's going all the way? I don't think that's happening. Madden ratings are garbage. I don't think anybody was happy with the Madden ratings at all. Win the Super Bowl. Who cares about? No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Twain Eagles, boom or bust in 2019. You win it all. Boom. If you don't bust, because after this year you're in trouble. That's what I'm saying. You're in a deep trouble cap space wise. Sup, Damien? Deep. Yeah, exactly. The Big Lebowski. I love that movie. He kicks him out of the camp for saying that. I've had a really crappy night, and I hate the freaking Eagles, man. Duder, Boomer Sooner, damn right, Jedi. My man Techie, he'll be in there for the Texas Tech and Sooners game. I know it. Ohio State taking the title this year without Dwayne Haskins. I guess we'll see. I'm interested to see how Jalen Hurts does with the Sooners myself. I think the Sooners are going to be more of a running team, and they should be. Kennedy, Brooks, Trey Sermon, they can definitely run the ball, alleviate a little pressure on our crappy-ass defense. Sooners are not known for their defense. The days of Brian Bosworth are gone. It's so funny. Good thing you know. Yeah, I love the Big Lebowski. I love it. You're just going to name some names. Zach Ertz. I mentioned Zach Ertz. I don't know what you're talking about. I mentioned these guys. Zach Ertz is a big cap hit. Lane Johnson is a big cap hit. Brandon Brooks is a big cap hit. Andre Dillard's a rookie. We'll see how he does. Jordan Howard, okay, you have him for what, 2 more years? Miles Sanders, I mentioned these guys. I mentioned that. But it doesn't matter. You don't know what those guys are going to be. If they don't pan out, you're in trouble. That's what I'm saying. That's my point. What about Fletcher Cox? You got to understand, 28 is not young for a football player, guys. It is not young. The Eagles' average age next year is 26, just over 26 and a half years old. Seems young, right? It is 5th oldest in the NFL. 27 is the end of your prime in the NFL, unless you're a quarterback. Any other position player, man, 27, 28, 29, you are getting old at that point because you are just not as fast. Your body doesn't respond the same. You get hurt more frequently. It takes longer to recover. Trust me, I know this crap. I'm old. Should the Cowboys trade Zeke? It's definitely a possibility. It's definitely a possibility. Might actually be a good idea, RW. Do the Cowboys really want to pay Ezekiel Elliott all that money and have this guy continuously have off-the-field problems? Deshaun Jackson's so fast. He only had 650 receiving yards last year. That would have been 4th best in the Giants. We have no passing game, remember? Giants stink, remember? Our offense is garbage, remember? Eli stinks. And 650 yards would have been 4th in our receiving core. Deshaun Jackson's old, man. I don't care how fast he is. That doesn't mean you can play the same. Just because you're fast. There's a lot more to playing football than being fast. DK Metcalf is fast as hell. Dude can't run a route to save his life. You know. Quarterbacks are different. I just said that. Quarterbacks are different. Quarterbacks can play into their 40s. Drew Brees, still performing. Phillip Rivers, still performing. Quarterbacks can still perform at an advanced age because they're not getting hit like the other players. Their body doesn't take the wear and tear that the other players do. Because think about it. On every play, a running back gets hit. Pretty much, except for their touchdowns. What's a great running back score? 16 touchdowns. So every play, unless they run out of bounds. But, okay, so 90% of the plays, wide receivers are taking hits. Running backs are taking hits. All the linemen take a hit on every play. Cornerbacks take hits. Safeties take hits when they're trying to tackle. Quarterback does not take that many hits. If quarterback's taking 15 hits in a game, that's a ton. Giants should have kept Brandon Marshall. Nah, he was done. He was done. I was excited about that, too. I thought that Brandon Marshall would actually be good, and he stunk. I'm going to San Diego, Phillip Rivers. Yeah. Right, Jackson Fitzpatrick had to throw him. Fitzpatrick actually had huge games. Didn't Ryan Fitzpatrick beat the Eagles last year? Didn't Ryan Fitzpatrick beat the Eagles last year? Didn't Ryan Fitzpatrick tear the Eagles up? And didn't Ryan Fitzpatrick have like 3 or 4 400-yard games? I'm pretty sure that Ryan Fitzpatrick beat the Eagles and had a big game against them, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure he threw for like over 400 yards and killed you guys. Ryan Fitzpatrick had a lot of good games for the Bucs at the beginning of the year. So, not an excuse. Not an excuse. And what's the difference? Do you think Deshaun Jackson would have done better had Eli Manning been throwing to him? Because remember, Deshaun Jackson would have been 4th on the Giants in receiving yards with that whopping 650 that he had there in Tampa. I'm just telling you. I'm trying to be honest with you guys. Bold prediction, we beat Sooner Ass 61-60. It probably will be a 61-60 game, man. We had 3 400-yard games in a row. There you go, Chrono Cowboy. I knew he had a really good start to the season. MVP next season is Ray Rice. MVP for what? Hot take, Baddog. Zeke to the Vikings for Dalvin Cook in the first rounder. No way the Vikings would do that. There's no way the Vikings are giving up on Dalvin Cook in the first rounder for Ezekiel Elliott when they have to pay. It doesn't make any sense. Dalvin Cook is every bit as good as Ezekiel Elliott if he can stay healthy. He can receive, he can run, he's just got to stay healthy. But they're not going to give up a first rounder in Dalvin Cook. I can't see. That's way too much for Ezekiel Elliott, especially when you got to pay him a fortune. Because they can just wait from the free agent. They can take care of him. The Eagles are in way more. The Cowboys are not in cap trouble at all. Until they sign these 3 guys, then they're going to have problems with their cap. But right now, they got one of the best cap spaces in the league, the Cowboys. They're right at the top. They have one of the most. They have some of the most. They have. I forgot where they are. They might be 3rd. They might be 1st. They have a ton of money to spend next year. Cowboys are in good shape with the cap. Very good shape. And they're very young. That's a team that's going to compete for a long time. The Eagles are not that team. Eagles better win now, or it's done for a while. Give Kirk another option. He's under less pressure. Kirk Cousins stinks. And they're not going to trade Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook was a first-round pick for them. They're not going to trade Dalvin Cook and a first-round pick for Zeke. It just doesn't. It's too much. It's too much. We'll see where Zeke ends up going. It'll be very interesting. It'll be very interesting. Sean will have over 600 yards. Agreed. I think he will have over 600 yards. I think he'll have between 600 and 800 yards. I think he can do that, but I don't think he's the player he once was. Now, he'll probably do a thing. I'm interested to see DeAndre Baker against Deshaun Jackson. All I've asked for is I want DeAndre Baker to lock his ass up. Quinn Glenn Philly, what is going on? You're assuming, Baddog, that we're not drafting well. I never said that. I don't agree with you. I think the last year, I never said you're not drafting well. You have to wait, though. And you still have those 11 players that cost you 78% of your cap. You still have those. You still have that problem. Which means if you hit on 2 draft picks, if you hit on 3 draft picks, you still have a bunch of holes. If Miles Sanders ends up being the real deal, you still have problems in your secondary. As Fletcher Cox gets older, his pass rush ain't going to be the same. You still have problems. You still have problems on the offensive line as far as I don't care where PFF ranks you guys. I watched the Eagles play last year. Andre Dillard could be good. Andre Dillard could suck. People thought Eric Flowers was going to be good. How good was Eric Flowers? We'll see. As I said, the Eagles still have a very good roster next year, but they're older and they have no cap space. PFF is very overrated. I agree. I don't even understand PFF half the time. He's a deep threat. Yeah, exactly. Well, I don't think Torrey Smith was a deep player at that point in his career, but I don't know if he's better than Torrey Smith either, but I know what he's there for. I'm just saying he's not going to light it up like he used to. Where the hell is Vodka Drinker? I am sitting here waiting in Coney Island for Vodka Drinker, and he is not here. I am very disappointed. Jerry Reese, there's a GM that we don't need anymore. You have to draft well, and you have to have Carson to be healthy. Yeah, exactly. But that's easier said than done, Philly. You know what I mean? It's easier said than done just to say we have to draft well. You don't always draft well. I mean, after Andre Dillard, I don't know. The Eagles had a great draft. I mean, Miles Sanders, he was okay at Penn State. He wasn't Saquon Barkley. We know that. We'll see how he does in the NFL. We'll see how he does. But that offensive line is getting older. And again, with all that cap space, or all that cap problem, I should say lack of cap space, you're not going to be able to build an offensive line for Miles Sanders. You're not going to have the offensive line for Carson Wentz. And Carson Wentz needs an offensive line. The Eagles have, yes, JJ, you're right. The Eagles' O-line is almost 30, it might even be 30 years of age on average. They have a very old offensive line. It is not great. I'm telling you. Philly, you know I wouldn't lie to you, man. You know I wouldn't do you dirty. You guys are in trouble as far as the cap goes. In trouble. Corey Clement's not better than Zeke. Let's not get carried away. Barry Sanders has 1,300 yards when he started. Oh, Baddog. Sanders has 1,300 yards when he started. Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Ron Dane had like 2,000 yards. Ron Dane broke Wisconsin's rushing record. Ron Dane sucked in the NFL. Look at the tape. Always look at the tape. Don't look at the stats in college. They're meaningless. Stats are completely meaningless in college. Graham Harrell for the Texas Tech Red Raiders. You can ask Techie about this. Ask Techie about Graham Harrell's numbers at Texas Tech. He never even played a game in the NFL as far as I remember. Look at Colt Brennan's numbers in Hawaii. He went to the Redskins. He might have played 2 games in his career. Their numbers were ridiculous. Colt Brennan threw like 58 touchdowns and 5 picks or something stupid one year. 58 touchdowns, 9 interceptions one year for Hawaii. Stats meant nothing. Graham Harrell at Texas Tech, his stats were off the charts ridiculous. Don't think he ever played it down in the NFL. He looks good. What, you look at highlights or you look at game film? Big difference. Big difference. There you go. Techie said, yeah, Graham Harrell was amazing in college. How was he in the pros? How about Tim Tebow? Tim Tebow was pretty good in college, right? How was he in the pros? It doesn't always translate. I'm not saying Miles Sanders won't be good, but he's going to need an offensive line to be good. Every running back in the league needs a good offensive line to be good, unless you're Saquon Barkley. He's special. That's a different breed of running back. Adrian Peterson could be put in that category in his prime, too. He did not need a good offensive line to be the best. John David Booty, former Cardinal right there. You don't always like sexy plays. I like grinding the ball out. Yeah, he never made it. Exactly, Techie. But that's what I'm saying. His stats were ridiculous. Can't always look at stats. They don't tell the whole story. What beer are we sipping? We're sipping on the Sam Adams Porch Rocker right now. Make that appear. Sam Adams Porch Rocker. It's a little summer shandy. Really is what it is. Do you see Saquon being the next EP? I consider Saquon more. He's got that AP quality, but he's a lot like LaDainian Tomlinson. Adrian Peterson wasn't the best receiver out of the back. Saquon can obviously receive. He reminds me a lot of a faster LaDainian Tomlinson. That's what Saquon Barkley reminds me of. Kellen Moore is bowling in college and our offensive coordinator. Yeah, he bowled in college. How was he in the NFL? Where did he play? Boise State? I don't remember exactly where Kellen Moore played. I could be wrong about that. I thought he played at Boise State. But regardless, Kellen Moore is an unproven offensive coordinator. You don't know what he's going to bring there. You know, who plays the first preseason? I don't know who the Hall of Fame game is, Jedi. I'm not sure. I haven't looked it up. What do you think the floor is in the ceiling for the Giants or the Seahawks? Rather, floor 7. I think you're a 7-9 team on the floor. I think your ceiling is about 11-5. I think you're between 7 and 11 wins because of Russell Wilson. It was Boise State. I thought he played there. Jay Ajayi played there as well. I thought the Dolphins actually stole Jay Ajayi in the 4th round. I knew Jay Ajayi was going to be a good running back in the NFL. Harold didn't even pan out in the Canadian. Yeah, but he was great in college. Because you guys have got to remember, colleges have college systems, not necessarily pro systems. There is a big difference between a college system quarterback and a pro system quarterback, which is something that people completely overlook about Daniel Jones when they want to sit there and bash Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones played in a pro-style offense at Duke. I love Kyler Murray to death. Kyler Murray is going to be the best quarterback out of that draft. Kyler Murray is going to be a star. I don't have a doubt in my mind. But Kyler Murray did not play in an NFL-style offense at Oklahoma. Dwayne Haskins did not play in an NFL-style offense at Ohio State. They didn't. And Dwayne Haskins and Kyler Murray both have pretty much 1 year of experience in college football. Now, Kyler Murray did play a little bit at Tech, but he wasn't good there. So, give them time, but they have to learn. Daniel Jones has experience. Daniel Jones is the most pro-ready quarterback out of this draft class. Believe that or not. He is. He's the most pro-ready quarterback out of the quarterbacks of this draft. Doesn't mean he'll be the best. He's the most pro-ready. If you had to start all your rookie quarterbacks tomorrow in the NFL, he would be most prepared. Falcons, Broncos. Thank you, Washington Park. Appreciate that. Daniel Jones stinks. That I love Philly 500. Philly, my man. You got to love Philly. Love you, buddy. You know that. Hashtag banned from NASA. Philly 500. Yeah, but how's your secondary underrated? You don't know. How much experience do they have? The Giants have that same kind of thing, too. Having a completely young secondary is not necessarily a good thing. You want some veterans in that secondary. Giants have a very young secondary, too. Sam Beal, Julian Love, Corey Ballantyne, DeAndre Baker. They're all rookies. Julius Peppers, safety, 23 years old. Very young players on this team. Very young. Alshon and D-Jack haven't been to the Pro Bowl in how long? Since 2013. Cooper, 3 straight Pro Bowls. Amari Cooper is better than any receiver the Eagles have. Let's be real. He is. Banned from NASA. Yes, still banned from NASA. I'm not even roasting anyone, Chris Senior. What up, pimp? I'm not roasting anybody. I'm just being completely honest about this. Completely honest. Amari Cooper has the highest drop rate. Well, it happens. He didn't drop a lot of passes in Dallas, though. I'll give him that. He played a lot better in Dallas. He did drop a lot with the Raiders, though. Yeah, exactly, NFL Mixed Lights. We got Bethea, who's a Betcher guy. He knows Betcher system. He can take those young safeties under his wing. And we got Janoris Jenkins, who's a veteran cornerback who can take the young corners under his wing, and they can learn from those guys. That's why I like our situation with the Giants as far as building a defense. We got a nice mixture of veterans and young players, not all young and not all old. You don't want a secondary that's completely inexperienced to play together because they're going to make a lot of mistakes. That's going to happen. Can Dak make them a play? Yeah, Cowboys are a playoff team. Cowboys are a playoff team, MH. I have the Cowboys winning this division. My man Epic Journeys in the house. I like to eat pop packing peanuts. Very nice. You add a little pepper to those or what? Odell or Dak, the battle of the clowns, including Antonio Brown. I'll take Alshon over Amari. I wouldn't. Dallas has 1 good wide receiver, and we have 3 solid guys. Who are your 3 solid guys? Tell me your 3 solid guys, Twin Eagles. I'll give you Jeffrey Solid. Jeffrey Solid. Don't tell me Nelson Aguilar is a solid receiver. He's not. Don't give me Nelson Aguilar. And please don't give me 33-year-old Deshaun Jackson. Tell me your other receivers. Deshaun Jackson's not a solid receiver anymore. Eagle fans love that he's coming back home. If LaShawn McCoy was to come back home, they try to tell me that he was the best running back in the league, too. I get it. You love him. He did a lot for you guys. I get it. It's sentimental value. Deshaun Jackson's 33 years old. He's not what he used to be. You take the Eagles receiving core over the Cowboys core? The Cowboys don't have a great receiving core. Randall Cobb used to be great. Randall Cobb's dealt with a lot of injuries. Michael Gallup, I think, is an underrated guy. I think Michael Gallup can play. But the Eagles don't have a great... There is no great receiving core in our division. There is no great receiving core in this division. There is good ones, no great. There is no great receiving core in this division. Not at all. Well, you got to do it, Senor. Sometimes you got to spit the facts. We have Malcolm Jenkins and Rodney McLeod a second. Yeah, and they cost a fortune. Deshaun can still play. He had 650 yards last year. 650 yards receiving. Would have been 4th on the Giants. 4th. He
This is a guy that was putting up 1,000-yard after 1,000-yard season with Philly. He's down to 650 on a team that passed the ball constantly in Tampa Bay. Come on. Come on. I'm not saying that he's a bum, but that guy's not what he used to be. Tampa Bay stink. Their defense stunk. Their offense was fine. Like we just talked about, Ryan Fitzpatrick threw for 400 yards in 3 straight games. There was nothing wrong with their passing offense. Their problem was their defense was awful. Their defense was awful, and they beat Philadelphia last year. Ryan Fitzpatrick tore your defense up last year. Tore it up. Well, the Giants aren't going to the Super Bowl, cool cat. There's no way. I'm not predicting the Giants to go to the Super Bowl. I predict us to be right around 500. That's where I think we'll be. 7-9, 8-8, something like that. Definitely not. Yeah, you Eagle fans, I get it. You have a lot of sentimental value with Deshaun Jackson. But if you think that a 33-year-old receiver is as good as he was when he was 23, you're the ones smoking if you think that's the case. I don't think Winston didn't get in the games until week 10 when we played him. Winston did not start for Tampa until it was the game after we played them and beat them. That was when Jameis Winston started. It was after and this was week 10 or week 11. I think it was week 10 because I think we moved to 3-7. So, or game 10, I should say, at that point. Who has the best wide receiver core in the division? They're all about even, if you ask me. All right, Dwayne Haskins, take her easy. Except for the Redskins. I think they have the worst. I don't really like anybody on the Redskins receiving core. I don't like any of them. But, thank you, Brandy. Yeah, follow me on the Twitters, guys. I'll follow you back on the Twitters. Oh, the Phillies won. There you go. Jameis Winston's not going to be traded. Oh, Winston? Yeah, Winston killed us when he came in that game. But our defense was terrible. They have talent, Reese, but Deshaun Jackson's not going to have a 1,200-yard season. It's not going to happen. Yeah, the 2 best tight ends in the division. Well, they have one of them. I'm not about to say Dallas Goedert is the second best tight end of the division, but I'll give Zach Ertz, not only is he the best tight end in the division, he's probably the best tight end in football. Him and Travis Kelce. George Kittle is a close third, but Ertz is ridiculous. There are ways that I understand. No, you do not. There are ways to get rid of older players by trading them or them retiring. They'd have to retire. They're not retiring when they have $25 million on the table. They're not walking away from $25 million. Not happening. And trading them, you still get hit with the cap, the dead cap. You cannot trade away a dead cap. The Giants got hit with Odell Beckham's dead cap of $16 million this year, trading him to Cleveland. You don't get rid of that dead cap because you trade him. You're rid of it if they retire. Fletcher Cox ain't going to say, well, I could retire and help the Eagles out, or I could play another year and get $23 million. Only a fool is leaving $23 million on the table. How he can't get out of that? All he can do is push the contracts, renegotiate again, and push them back another year and hold on to the guys for another year. That's it. What, he started one game? Because Ryan Fitzpatrick started against the Giants. And Winston came in the middle of that game. D-Jax owns the trash Giants. Well, D-Jax has had good games against the Giants. But he's 33 years old now. And he's going to be going up against a cornerback that hasn't allowed a freaking receiving touchdown in 2 years at college. So we'll see. Yeah, keep restructure. That's all he's done is restructure, and that's why you're in the predicament you're in. You cannot keep backloading and pushing back contracts. You can't do it. It is going to get you eventually. You can't just go, well, we'll push it back another year. Push it back. So these guys will be 35 years old, making $25 million. If you want to keep doing that, then keep doing it. Then you're really going to be in trouble. Keep pushing it back. That's all he does. He just backloads the contracts by restructuring. That is not helping. You're just delaying it. So we'll see. All right, Cammy, you be good, my man. Take her easy, brother. When will he be 33? You think 32, 33 makes a difference? As far as I'll actually look. I'll see when he'll be 33. Well, somebody else can probably look, but I'll see when he'll be 33 years old. He'll be 33 during the season, I'm sure. I'm not saying Philadelphia is not going to be good this year. If Wentz stays healthy, they will. My whole thing is they're in trouble with cap space. His birthday is December. So he will be 33 years old by the end of the year. He will be 33. He's 5 months away from being 33. That's not adding a year. It's adding 5 months. It's adding 5 months. That guy will be 33 by the end of the year. He had 774 last. 2017 he had 668. My bad. So he had 774 yards last year. I still think that's fourth on the Giants, if I'm not mistaken. Sterling Shepard had more receiving yards than Deshaun Jackson. Only had 41 receptions last year. He had 50 the year before. And he only had 7 touchdowns in the last 2 years. I don't know why you think all of a sudden you're going to get this amazing guy that was Deshaun Jackson in 2010. It's not happening. It'll be so it'll be 33 December 1st. So actually he's about 4 months away from being 33 years old. We'll see. We shall see. But it's funny how everybody got on the Giants for signing Golden Tate, who's actually younger than Deshaun Jackson and makes less money. But they're going to get on the Giants for signing Golden Tate. But Deshaun Jackson's good, right? Is that how that works? He was hurt. So again, that's age catching up to guys. And he's always hurt. Deshaun Jackson always has injury problems. It's been his whole career. He's had hamstring issues. He's had this. He's had that. No, I did not say any Eagle video maker said he was putting up 1,200 yards. I said he's not going to put up 1,200 yards. This is not 2010. And you think Deshaun Jackson puts you over the edge as far as competing for a championship? Golden Tate was brought in there as a locker room guy, as a high character guy, a guy that the Giants can cut in 2 years and take no dead cap because of the way his contract was made. All of his money is front loaded in his contract. So in 2 years, the Giants can dump him and not pay a damn thing. He is brought in there for mentorship to guys like Corey Coleman and Sterling Shepard, Darius Slayton, Darius Slayton, and Cody Latimer. The Giants have an incredibly young receiving core. And Evan Ingram. They're all young guys. They're all in their middle 20s, early 20s, except for Golden Tate. So they would trade Odell and do nothing about him. I don't know what you mean. They would trade Odell they freed up 10% of their cap space. They got Jabril Peppers. They got Dexter Lawrence out of that, and they got rid of a guy that was a locker room problem. They got rid of a guy that divided the locker room. A guy that can't keep his mouth shut, a guy that was a big distraction. That's what they did. Yeah, it's like I said, Spunky. It's going to catch up to you. It will. Can't keep doing it. Cannot keep delaying the inevitable. Your cap space is terrible next year. And this is before you sign your draft picks, mind you. I didn't say Deshaun would not help your offense, but Deshaun Jackson is not what he used to be. That is what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. He is not the receiver he used to be. This is not the 23-year-old Deshaun Jackson that used to run the 4.330 or 40 rather. What is going on, Rudy? Thank you for swinging by, my man. Appreciate it. Have I ever flooded a toilet? I don't know if I have or not. We're going to see. We will see what we shall see. Do the Rays own the Yankees? No. The Yankees have beaten them, what? 12 out of 16 games this year? You know? Who's got the best receiver in the NFC East now? Great question, but I got to think Amari Cooper is the best guy right now. Yeah, if Deshaun Jackson puts up 700. If. Oh, sorry, Scott. Yeah, no, the Yankees have kicked their ass this year. Should have lost last night. Oh, it'll definitely make for a fun discussion. You know that. Of course. Of course. Would it shock me if the Eagles went 4-12? With a healthy Carson Wentz? Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. But I think you lose more than 4 games. I think you lose to the Cowboys at least once. I think that, I'm trying to think of your schedule. Play the NFC North. I think you lose to the Packers. I think you lose to the Patriots. I think you lose to the Rams. Jeffrey, you are the most unbelievable Giants fan I have ever seen in my life. I don't think you're a Giants fan at all, to be honest with you. I don't think you're a Giants fan. You hate on every one of our players and you pump up everybody else's players. I've never seen a Giants fan like that in my life. Ever. Ever. I have a hard time believing you're true blue. I just do sometimes. Deshaun Jackson and Sterling Shepard got nothing to do with one another. Nothing. At all. At all. Sterling Shepard had better numbers than Deshaun Jackson last year. Sterling Shepard had better numbers than Deshaun Jackson in 2017. Sterling Shepard is coming to his prime. Deshaun Jackson has passed his prime. You wish I was drunk. You wish. Man, I didn't say anything about Randall Cobb. Randall Cobb's best years are behind him. The guy can't stay healthy. You know. Rams are overrated. They could be. Todd Gurley with the arthritic knees. We'll see. I will never say we shouldn't have traded Odell Beckham. I wanted Odell Beckham traded 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I wanted that guy gone. 2 years ago. The video right on my page from March of 2018. I don't have the video from September of 2017. But go back and look at it because I'll talk about my video from 2017. Go back and look at it that I wanted Odell Beckham traded. I wanted him gone 2 years. I didn't even want the Giants to sign him. I did not want him here at all. Traditional, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, where you're pulling this from. You are stuck with that dead cap. You cannot get rid of dead cap space. Because it wouldn't make any sense. What is the point of a dead cap? Why would a team take on a dead cap of $25 million? That's not, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Breakout player for the Giants, Evan Ingram. I think Evan Ingram could be the breakout guy. You're not assigning dead cap to any team. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're reading. You can't just go, well, we're going to dump this guy over here and we're going to sign $25 million of dead cap to another team. Why would a team take on dead cap like that? That doesn't make any sense. Odell's the best wide. Yes, Odell is the best wide receiver you've ever had. He absolutely is. And you know what Odell Beckham doesn't have? A Super Bowl ring. We've won 4 of them. So there was 4 Giants teams that somehow managed to win a Lombardi without Odell Beckham. Correct? My point, we don't need Odell Beckham to win a Super Bowl. Don't need him. No, Spunky, I think a lot of guys are thinking that Deshaun Jackson somehow is going to be the 23-year-old Deshaun Jackson. Yeah, Will Hernandez should be very good. He should be very good. Yeah, Jason Witten's nothing. Jason Witten is an on-the-field coach. He'll probably get 12 receptions against the Giants, but other than that, Jason Witten, that's a waste. He was terrible in the booth, and he went back to football. Randall Cobb's best days behind him. That guy can't stay healthy. That guy was good for 2 or 3 years, and that's the end of that. He doesn't help the Cowboys. I actually think they downgraded by getting him over Cole Beasley, to be honest with you. Who are you going to cut? Did you watch the video today, Cloud? Who are you cutting? The 11 players that I mentioned that take up 80% of your cap space, you can't cut any of them because the cap hit, the dead cap hit, is more than their regular cap hit. You're not cutting any of those guys. Not cutting any of them. Oh, they downgraded. Randall Cobb is not as good as Cole Beasley. Not at this juncture. The team with the best punter will win the Super Bowl. You sound like Chris Senior at this point. Eagles ain't going anywhere. Well, this year they'll be good. Next year they're in cap hell. Next year they're in cap hell. You always need someone to stretch the field. Okay. You better hope he stretches his hamstrings too. This is true, Robert. You definitely can. But you have the draft. Well, you can't miss any draft picks. Can't miss any. Rosas is the best kicker in the league. Agreed. We'll see. We'll see what he does. We'll see what he does. We'll see what he does. Thank you, DieHardGiantsFan. Appreciate it. We'll see. We will see exactly what he does. You have a job interview tomorrow. Any advice? Be yourself. That's all I can say. Be yourself. Make sure you answer the questions correctly. I'm not hating on anybody, Jeffrey. There's no hate in the video I did today. None. All I did was spit facts about how the Philadelphia Eagles are going to be in cap hell in 2020. They are in trouble in 2020 with the cap. 11 players cannot take up 80% of your cap space. Cannot. Cannot do that. That means you have to hit on every draft pick. And every draft pick has to get in there and play. And play solidly. No, Nick Foles was a different kind of thing. Okay? You're not the Patriots. Doug Peterson is not Bill Belichick. Not close. And Carson Wentz is not Tom Brady. Not close. You're not the Patriots. You're not. Nobody is. Nobody is. I didn't say anything about the Eagles being in cap hell last year. At all. They're in deep trouble next year. Ertz is making $13,250 this year. I don't know if they've extended him or not, though. The cap does go up every year. Yes, it does. It goes up about 10% every year. About 10%. But again, 11 players are making a fortune. And you have to sign your draft picks from next year. Usually, that's what that entails. It usually covers your draft picks. Depending on where you pick. What's the special background for it? Was for vodka drinker, but I don't see him here tonight. I don't see him here. Think Ertz will be moved in 2 years? That'd be nuts, but we'll see. Giants are a clown franchise, right? How many Super Bowls have the Giants won? Again, remind me, Josh. We're a clown franchise, right? Our franchise, we're a clown franchise. Tell me how many Lombardis we've won. Just remind me, because I forgot. Tell me how many Super Bowl championships the New York Giants have, and then tell me how many the Philadelphia Eagles have, and then let me know which one is the clown franchise. You've won one Super Bowl at 53 years. All of a sudden, you're not still the dregs of our division as far as championships go. Stop. You're embarrassing yourself at this point. You're embarrassing yourself. They were not good. They were not in good standing cap space last year, and all Howie Roseman did was push it back a year. And now it's going to get you next year. Now it's going to get you next year. In the last 10 years, no. That's not true. We won a Super Bowl in 2011. That was more than 10 years ago. How the hell are they a clown franchise and they won the Super Bowl in 2011? How is that possible? It doesn't make any sense. The cap doesn't go up if you trade a player. You get hit with dead cap regardless. Did the Giants cap go up because they traded Odell Beckham? No. We got hit with the dead cap this year because we traded him. We still got hit with a $16 million dead cap hit, which went against our salary cap. You don't just... The dead cap does not just disappear because you trade a player. I don't know what the hell you're even talking about. What's the difference between a Super Bowl championship and an NFL championship? Super Bowl championships happened when the AFC or the AFL back in the day played against the NFC or the NFL back in the day. That's the difference. NFL championships are just NFL. This is before the AFL merged with the NFL. That's the difference between the Super Bowls. You beat the Giants both times? You probably will. You better hope you do. Because if you don't, you're going to hear from me. I'm actually not mad. I think Eagle fans are mad. I think they're mad. I'm not mad at all. I know where I stand. I know where the Giants stand. And I know where the Eagles stand. But Eagle fans don't want to see it. It's okay. You will. You will. Best Super Bowl moment in history? For me, Scott Norwood missing the field goal. Scott Norwood missing the field goal. Bring back Vic. Yeah. They only got 1 in 50. Yeah. The NFL championship did not play against the other league. There was only one football league. That's the difference. And then I don't know what the difference is. I don't know if you're trying to include the Eagles championships, NFL championships, but the Giants have more NFL championships and the Eagles have NFL championships too. So we beat you there too. So I don't know what the deal is there. Yeah, exactly. All I did was do a video about the facts about the cap space, and they don't want to hear it. They keep thinking somehow dead cap money just disappears. Well, if we trade him, it'll go away. And the team we trade him to is going to take the dead cap hit too. No, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. The Kool-Aid Man should return to Philly. He's good. He wouldn't be Kool-Aid in Philly because he wouldn't be red. So, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I heard a lot of people say that too. Everybody's entitled to their opinion as far as that goes. Personally, I think people that bring race into it don't know what the hell they're talking about. How do you know what the Giants are thinking when they draft Daniel Jones? You got no idea at all. How can I be the man when you're the man, Anthony? You got no idea. You got no idea why the Giants took Daniel. Giants took Daniel Jones because they feel like he's a combination of Eli and Peyton. And Cutcliffe coached all the Manning family, and they got in a connection. And the Giants said Eli Manning was very good for this franchise. He's the best quarterback I've ever had. He won 2 Super Bowls. He's going to the Hall of Fame. We want a guy just like him, except for he can run a little bit. We're going to take Daniel Jones. You're laughing at the assessment of our team. What assessment am I making? I am not making any assessment. You are in cap hell. There's no assessment there. Look at SpoTrack and tell me I'm wrong. I pull it right off the freaking SpoTrack. Go look at it. Spot Rack, however you say it. Go look at Spot Rack. Look at your cap space. Look at those contracts. Look at your dead cap. Look at your average age in 2020. What assessment am I making? There's no assessment. These are facts. These are facts right off of the cap website that shows your players' cap hit and dead cap hit and age. There is no assessment about your team at all. I have said the Eagles will compete. I said it right in the video. The Eagles will win games. The Eagles can make a run at this if their quarterback stays healthy. There's no assessment about your team at all. At all. It's unbelievable, Alex. It's unbelievable. Daniel Jones is asked, how do you know? Has he played in the NFL? No. Carson Wentz is injury prone. How about that? How about that? Carson Wentz is injury prone. Your offensive line is going to be garbage, and he's going to get hit. He's going to break his back, and then it's going to be Nate Sudfeld, and then you're going 3-13. How about that assessment? How about that? That's the same as saying Daniel Jones is trash. You have no idea. No clue. I'm doing good, Michael. How you doing? I know you're not mad, Philly 500. I appreciate the super chat, man. Dilly, brother. I respect difference of opinion. We shall see what happens. What is more important is we didn't go to the moon. My man, Philly 500, thank you so much, brother. I really do appreciate it. A little boom from Philly 500, man. Dilly, brother. Yeah, of course. You and I will have a very... we'll have a good conversation, you and I. You know, it'll be very civil between us. But my problem is there's just so many guys in here that just don't understand the cap. They don't understand how the cap works. They don't understand how dead cap works. They don't understand any of this stuff, which is why I had to lay the video out today. What's up, Rick? How you doing, my man? This is why I had to lay the video out. Yeah, I appreciate that, Rick. Thank you very much. What am I drinking? Sam Adams Porch Rocker at the moment. Philly 500 for GM. Wow, Howie Roseman did a good job. I give him credit. I mean, Carlos, like I said, I just laid down the truth. All I did was look at the cap for next year. All I did was look at their average age. That's it. That's it. There's no assessment on their team. I said this year that they can make a run at it. I say it right in the video. They're a very talented roster. I say it right in the video. I don't say anything bad about them. I just say that they are in cap trouble next year, which if you look at it, they are. Most of his possessions are handed off to Zeke. Oh, you're talking about Dak. Pay Zeke and let Dak walk. I don't know about that. It's interesting. Exactly, Brock. The thing with the NFL is you never know from one year to the next. The Eagles were 7-9 in 2016. They were below 500 team. The next year they won the Super Bowl. You really don't know from year to year. You don't. You don't. This is true, Jeffrey. You're not lying there. You're not lying there. There are a lot of young subscribers. You got that right. You got that right. Philly and Baddog should be in the next Apollo movie. I'm in. Kendra, how you doing? You are always working, but I appreciate you swinging by. I really do. You are always working, though. Yeah, see, I'm just trying to help you out. That's all. Just trying to help everybody out. Just letting you know where you stand. That's all. That's all. How do I think the New York Rangers do this year? We got Capo Caco. But I honestly don't know. I'm a casual Rangers fan. I don't watch every game. But I root for them. I appreciate that, Jeffrey. That's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to make those videos about good topics. I've been doing my best to do that. I've been trying to pass the time, Jeffrey. We are about a week away from training camp. Rookies report Monday. So all I'm doing is trying to make good conversation topic videos. And I know that by talking about the teams in this division, we will, because this is our division. I don't need to talk about another division. I don't. I'm hopeful Daniel Jones is very good. He's not going to be great. He's not going to be elite. If Daniel Jones can be top 12, we're going to be fine. Daniel Jones can't be bottom 10. Can't be. But looking at everything I look at, I think Daniel Jones is good enough to lead the Giants to victories. I think he's good enough. I just don't make mistakes. The day of the gunslinger is really not around anymore. Just don't make mistakes. Look at Dak Prescott. I mean, it's a perfect example, which is why I did the video that Daniel Jones could be better than Dak Prescott, because he reminds me of Dak Prescott. He's that type of quarterback. He ain't going to kill you deep. He ain't going to launch the ball 45 times. They got a great running back. They're going to build their O-line. Daniel Jones' job is going to be much like Dak Prescott's job. Don't turn the ball over. Run when you can. If you have to use your legs, do it. And make short, safe throws. And let your offensive line and your running back do the job. That was exactly why I compared Daniel Jones to Dak Prescott. And that's why I said that video was half troll, half truth. That's why. He reminds me a lot of Dak Prescott. That simple. Don't make mistakes. You don't need to overwhelm him. You don't need to be Drew Brees. You don't need to be Drew Brees. Tom Brady throws short, safe passes. Tom Brady ain't launching the ball down the field anymore. There's very few quarterbacks that do that these days. Well, that's what I'm saying, Jeffrey. It's the division. And we're getting close to football, which is a beautiful thing. Football will be great this year. Without a doubt. ChrisAM, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. I really do appreciate that, brother. I know you're ready for Daniel Jones. Dilly, he says, no one is scared of Wentz, a.k.a. Tony Romo Jr. My man, ChrisAM, hitting me with a $2 holla, boom! Thank you so much. You didn't have to do that, sir, but you did. Thank you so much. Geomon is in the house. My man, Geomon, what is going on? Giants are one of the reasons why this league is what it is today. It's fact the Giants are one of the daddies of the league. Well, this is true. What's up, Abrar, my man? What is going on? Seeing a lot more football names now, which I love. Love seeing the football names come back into the stream, and I know it's close. Broken back Wentz can beat the Giants. Well, to be fair, when the Giants play the Eagles, normally the Eagles beat us one game, and the second game the Giants usually beat themselves. Let's be fair about it. The Giants beat themselves in the second game we played you this year. They did. Beat ourselves. That's all. It happens. It don't even matter. And this is the thing, PR. Broken back Wentz can beat the Giants. Is that your goal? Is that the Eagles' goal to beat the Giants? Is that make you proud with how poor our franchise man is? Does that make you guys proud that you can beat the Giants? Is that your goal in 2019? Well, he beat the Giants. Well, he got hurt, and we finished 6-10. But hey, he beat the Giants twice. Is that your goal? To beat a team that won 8 games in the last 2 years? Is that your goal? If it is, awesome. You might accomplish that. Can broken back Wentz beat the Cowboys? He didn't beat them once last year. Can he beat them? I'm asking a question. Can he beat the Saints? Can he beat the Rams? Can he beat the Pats? Can he beat the teams that are competing for Super Bowl championships? Beating the Giants is no tall order these days. But beating a good team, I guess we'll have to see. The Giants are on schedule. Exactly. They're 12.5% of your schedule. So the other 87.5%, can he beat the other 87.5% with a bad back? You beat the Giants twice, you're 2-14, you lose every other game. I guess it really doesn't matter. So, it doesn't really matter. I'd rather beat the Cowboys because the Giants are irrelevant. Well, we'll see. Don't lose to the Giants this year. Don't lose to us. Don't lose one game to the Giants. Don't lose one game. I'm warning you now. You lose to the Giants. You lose to you're really going to hate me if you lose to the Giants. Don't lose to the Giants. Don't lose to the Giants. Don't lose to us. Better not lose to us. Better not. Got screwed in the second game against the Cowboys. We got screwed against the Panthers. It happens. It happens. Impossible to hate me more? You must not hate me. You're here. You're here. Am I okay? I'm fantastic. Life is great for me. You think the Eagles are going to run away with the division, Philly 500, and they're going to sit everybody for the playoffs? I guess we'll see. Yes, football season is almost here. It definitely is. I just like to know that I still have it. I know I still do. I mean, I know that like that, I can make people jump. I know I can. I've always had that quality about my videos. My TTC days, man, I was the best. And everybody will freely admit that. I was the best. I don't even need to do it anymore. And I still get people talking. Talking facts. Talking football. Talking facts. And I told you that is all it is. It's all it is. I bring facts, they say Giants suck. That's their argument. That's their argument. Wentz goes down to a strong breeze. Philly is doing nothing ever again, says Geomon. Yeah, there's no reason to be mad. I wasn't even trying to make them mad. I made a good video. I made a very good video today that is loaded with facts about the Eagles' cap problems. That's all it was. And Eagle fans coming here thinking, I'm salty? When you come in here and bombard me with all this crap about the Giants, you think I'm salty? No. Spunky, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I really appreciate that, man. I really do. Dilly, bro. He says, nothing respect for you, Baddog, even if you're a Giants fan. They stink, though. Spunky just hit me the $5. Boom! I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, brother. Cheers, my man. That's the other thing, Eagle fans. When have I said the Giants are good? You come in here and you say, the Giants suck, Baddog. The Giants suck. The Giants stink. I don't argue this. So when you guys say, you seem salty, what for? You watch my videos. You know how I feel about the Giants. You know how I feel about Eli Manning. Okay? You know how I feel about this crap. You watch me every week, most of you. You see my videos. You see my live streams. You know I know my team is not good. But my team is going to get better. They will be better. 2020, the New York Giants, mark my words right now. In 2020, the New York Giants will compete for this division. Yeah, I appreciate that, Jeffrey. You know I do. That's the thing. There's probably more Eagle fans in here than Giants fans right now. Honestly. But the 2020 Giants will be a force to be reckoned with. You're damn right, Gary. You're damn right. 2020 playoffs. Exactly. What's up with that player we have? He's not even on the team anymore. Giants will release his ass. He's a nobody. He was drafted by the Saints. We picked him up. He's a nobody. He was never a somebody on this team. He was never going to make this team. He's trash. He's a piece of crap, and he's gone. We're competing this year. I hope you're right, Geomon. I hope you are right. Boy, that would be something, wouldn't it? After dropping facts about the Eagles' cap space, the only argument is exactly, diehard Giants fan. That is their argument. Giants stink. I mean, come on. That's like LB always saying, I'll debate anybody. Well, I'll debate him any day. And, he can come on my channel. We'll debate. I'm not debating that the Eagles are better than the Giants. Because that is no debate. Right now, that's no debate. They are better than us. There's no debating that. Let's debate that Jordan Howard's an elite running back. Let's debate that. Let's debate your cap woes. Let's debate that. Let's debate something that's actually debatable rather than trying to say, well, I'll debate anybody. Let's talk about the Eagles and Giants. Well, no, that's not debatable at the moment. Now, you want to debate it next year, I'll be more than happy to debate it in 2020. But 2019, this is a regrowth. This is a growth, a hashtag rebuild growth period for the Giants. I don't care what Dave Gettleman says. We're building, we're not rebuilding, we're building, we can still win. No, this is rebuilding. You got a very young secondary, you got a very young front seven, you got a very young running back, and you have a rookie quarterback waiting in the wings, and you have a ton of cap space next year to make that team better. 2020 is our year. You'll debate the Capos with me. You already tried. You are laden with dead cap space and 11 players. I don't give a damn about PR. I don't care about, over the cap says you have $5 million in cap space and SportTrack says that you have $14 million over the cap. I don't care about that. The point of my video is 11 players take up 78% of your cap. 11 players take up that much. And you cannot change that because the dead cap is you cannot move those players without getting hit with that dead cap. Now, it won't affect you in 2021 if you move them along, but it's going to affect you next year. Going to affect you next year. It is. It's going to affect you next year. There's no way to say, Harry Roseman will do something. All Harry Roseman can do is restructure and push it back and backload the contracts more, which means you have these players for more years, and they just get older. Dave Gettleman is a liar. We all know that. Most GMs are liars. Most of them are liars. I agree with you, Philly 500. I also believe Miles Sanders will be your featured back by the end of the year. I think he'll be the featured back by week 6, to be honest with you. Eli passing over 4,500 years old. I don't even know what that means. Aren't I basic? Daniel Jones does not have to be. Listen, okay. Was Phil Simms great for the Giants? No. Jeff Hostetler won a Super Bowl with the Giants, right? Is Dak Prescott great? Philly Lights? Don't you think Dak Prescott sucks? Just saying. Don't you think Dak Prescott sucks? Aren't you a guy that thinks Dak Prescott sucks? Haven't the Cowboys won 2 out of the last 3? Haven't they won the division 2 out of the last 3 years with Dak Prescott as their quarterback? Is he great? Is Dak Prescott great? Answer that question. Do you think Philly Lights, do you think Dak Prescott is great? I'll wait. Tell me Dak Prescott's great. Tell me he's great. Tell me Dak Prescott's a great quarterback. Go ahead. I'm waiting. No. How are the Cowboys with him as quarterback? The Cowboys are winning organization with Dak there? Have the Cowboys won 2 out of the last 3 division titles with Dak Prescott as quarterback? Is he great? No. Does Daniel Jones need to be great for the Giants to win? No. Daniel Jones needs to be safe for the Giants to win, just like Dak Prescott is safe for the Cowboys. It's exactly why I compared them in my video. I told you guys a long time ago, every video I do is planned for a reason. There's a reason I do every video. I don't just come on here to do well, except for like the Baker Mayfield thing. That's obviously just because it was a bold prediction thing, but 98% of my videos are panned out for a reason. And there's a reason that I compared Dak Prescott to Daniel Jones. There's a reason. Daniel Jones needs to be better than Dak Prescott. If he's better than Dak Prescott with Saquon Barkley and a good offensive line and a good defense, the Giants are Super Bowl contenders. Plain and simple. You all think Eli Manning freaking sucks. You all say Eli Manning's overrated. You all give Eli Manning all this garbage. Did Eli Manning not win 2 Super Bowls with the New York Giants? 2007, Eli Manning led the league in interceptions, correct? You all love to throw that in my face. Eli Manning's led the league in interceptions 3 times. He was terrible in 2007. They won because of defense. So you're saying Eli Manning's not great. You're saying Eli Manning sucks. Did the Giants still manage to win a Super Bowl with Eli Manning sucking, according to you guys? Yes. Correct? So why does Daniel Jones need to be great for us to win a Super Bowl? Not you, Philly 500. I know you didn't. But a lot of Eagle fans do. A lot of Eagle fans, a lot of Cowboy fans say he's overrated, he stinks, he's no good. So I'm saying if you think he's no good, if you think he's overrated, if you think he stinks, tell me how he won 2 Super Bowls. Eli's trash, won 2 Super Bowls. So Daniel Jones can be trash and we can still win 2 Super Bowls, according to Maverick. So Daniel Jones doesn't need to pan out for the Giants to win a Super Bowl. That's according to Maverick. There you go. Eli's trash, Daniel Jones can be trash, and we can still win 2 Super Bowls. Perfect example. So Daniel Jones does not need to pan out for the Giants to win Super Bowls. There you go. You just proved my argument. Thank you, Maverick. Appreciate that very much. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. I agree with you, Philly 500. I also think that he's underrated. I always wonder how a guy can be overrated when everybody insults him. Giants defense won those 2 Super Bowls. Eli's doesn't suck. So why does Daniel Jones have to be great to win Super Bowls? That's my whole point. Somebody said Daniel Jones has to be great. No, he doesn't. If you guys think Eli Manning sucks and he won 2 Super Bowls, then Daniel Jones can suck and we can still win 2 Super Bowls. Giants are going 1-15. How much you want to bet? They're not going 1-15. I'll bet that they don't go 1-15. And I don't even bet, but I'll bet they don't go 1-15. I don't gamble at all. I do not bet with people. But I will bet they don't go 1-15. I will bet they don't go 1-15. Eli didn't suck then. You're talking about almost a decade ago. Well, I'm not saying Eli's good now. Again, you watched my videos. For 2 years I've been saying it's time to move on from Eli. I'm not saying Eli's good now. I'm talking about in his Super Bowl runs, people still say that he sucks and the defense won the Super Bowls. So if that's the case, then Daniel Jones doesn't need to be good to win Super Bowls. Correct? According to you guys, Daniel Jones doesn't need to be good to win Super Bowls because Eli Manning was not good when he won the Super Bowls. That's all I'm saying. What up, Diego? The letter's hard to stop, as New Jersey police. Okay, we're going 115. Whatever you say. I could say I'm flying to the moon tomorrow, and I could say anything. It doesn't mean it's going to be true. This doesn't make it true. I could say I'm going to hop in the rocket and I'm going to hit the moon like Neil Armstrong did, right? Philly 500. I work for NASA, so I definitely can go to the moon. Where the hell is Vodka Drinker? I'm here in Coney Island tonight. Where the hell is Vodka Drinker? The NFC rivalries are the best because the teams are like the oldest. We got the best rivalry. We got the best division as far as rivalries. We got the best division as far as history. The NFC East is the end all be all of the NFL. Give a damn what anybody says. There's no division that competes with the NFC East. Not one. Not one. Exactly, Philly. That's what I'm saying. Breaking Bad Dog. You think you're going to strike at all draft picks as well? Who the hell said? Oh, I never said that. When the hell did I ever say we were striking on all draft picks? Never said that. Never. Didn't say anything close to that. Our O-line is still suspect. Our O-line is way better than it was last year. Way better. If you don't think Zeitler's an upgrade over Jamon Brown, and you don't think Mike Remmers is an upgrade over Chad Wheeler, then, well, you don't watch Giants football, so you don't know. Those are enormous upgrades. And Will Hernandez is picked to be a Pro Bowl left guard this year. A lot of people are predicting Will Hernandez to be a top 5 left guard in this league. So if you don't think that our offensive line is upgraded, you don't know anything about the Giants' offensive line. It is not. It may still be suspect, but a Giants' average offensive line is better than anything we've had in the last 4 years. It's the truth. Our offensive line is way better than it was last year. Way better. Way better. You and me both, diehard Giants fan. You and me both. You and me both. I can't wait either. But this Giants offensive line is way better than it was last year. It's not close. Not to mention we don't have John Greco there. We have Jalapeno at center. Not Omame or Omame, however you say it, and not John Greco. We don't have those guys at center. We have Jalapeno back. It's another upgrade. The Giants offensive line is a lot better than it was last year. Yeah, I think our defense will be better because of a young secondary. Absolutely. I think the young secondary and the young front seven will be better. They're athletic. They're football players. That's what Dave Gettleman drafted. Football players. Same thing with me, Chuck. I am excited to watch Daniel Jones play in the preseason. I'm excited to see what he can do. Saquon's playing in a pile of trash. Oh, well. Is what it is. He's playing in a pile of trash, but in 2020, the Giants will be on top of the heap, so it really doesn't matter. 2020, when Saquon Barkley's 24 years old and in his prime, the Giants will be on top of the heap. It's going to happen. You and me both, Jeffrey. I'm ready for him to retire. Do you think this receiving core is good enough for Jones? I think they'll add a receiver at some point. I guess we'll see how Darius Slayton does, but it's Sterling Shepard's good enough. Evan Ingram's good enough. I would like to see a big-time deep threat, but we'll see. The Giants need to go back to running the damn ball. They got the best running back in the league. Let's do it. Yeah, Daniel Jones versus Haskins will be awesome, Philly. 500. It'll be awesome. Are you annoyed that we play in Dallas week 1? Yeah, Alex. I'm sick of playing Dallas week 1 every year. Sick of it. Phillies, I don't know what you're getting at here. I didn't say Daniel Jones was winning the Super Bowl in 2020. Never said that. What I asked, and I'll say this slow. You said that Daniel Jones needs to pan out for the Giants to be good. I said, is Dak Prescott great? You said no. Dak Prescott has won division titles 2 out of his 3 years in the NFL because Dallas has a great defense. It doesn't matter. Dak doesn't need to pan out for Dallas to be successful. You say Eli Manning sucks. Eli Manning obviously sucking. He did not have to pan out or be great for the Giants to win 2 Super Bowls, correct? That's my point. I don't know what you're not seeing about that. You are an Eagles fan. I get it. A little slow. I understand that. You don't really get football. I get that. But listen to what I'm saying. If you're saying these quarterbacks suck, Dak sucks, Eli sucks, Eli won 2 Super Bowls, he's going to the Hall of Fame, Dak's won 2 out of the last 3 division titles. You're saying they're bad and their defense won. Why does Daniel Jones need to be great for the Giants to win? Why can't they just build a great defense and a great offensive line and win again? Just don't turn the ball over. That's all. It is Coney Island. Uncle Lou, I'm looking for a vodka drinker. A vodka drinker told me that next time I do a live stream that I need to be in Coney Island. So here I am, Uncle Lou. I'm here in Coney Island. By the way, guys, I want to let you know, Uncle Lou did a 24-hour stream. Saturday was it, Uncle Lou? Did a 24-hour stream. I'm also going to do a 24-hour stream. I don't know how the hell I'm going to pull that off, but I'm going to do my damnedest. I'm going to do a 24-hour stream eventually. Don't know when it's coming. It'll be soon, but I am going to do a 24-hour stream. Wife already told me, go ahead and do it. I said I should do a 24-hour stream. She said, go for it, which means I don't have to, constantly watch my little guy that day, but yep, I'm going to do it. I'm going to try it. Let's see what I can do. I got to drink coffee. There is no doubt about that. No doubt about that. How was that, Uncle Lou? Was that rough? I watched you for like the first hour. I mean, I couldn't say the whole 24 hours. But was it how was it for you? How was it? Was it really difficult? Meet the Mets. What's going on? Listen, Meet the Mets. I told you, Vodka Drinker told me next time I'm here, next time I go somewhere, I got to be in Coney Island. I don't even see Vodka Drinker tonight. Meet the Mets will lay some knowledge on these Eagle fans in the house. I'll just let Meet the Mets lay down the knowledge. 24-hour stream, yeah. We're gonna do it. We're gonna try it, Jeffrey. Philly, listen, cop. Philly 500 does not stink. Philly 500 is one of the best Eagle fans I've ever met. I talked to the guy off of YouTube. I've talked to him on the phone. I text him all the time. Actually, a really good Eagles fan. There's not many of them out there, cop. You know that as well as I do. He's actually a good Eagles fan. They're rare. That's why I like him. It's rare, but he's very good. Hello, Newman. It wasn't bad, Uncle Lou. Because like I said, I don't know. My wife tells me this is what she said. She goes, when do you get up for work in the morning? I said 6 in the morning. She says, when do you go to bed at night? I said, sometimes it was 2 in the morning. She goes, so there's 4 hours difference. She's right. I have to make up 4 hours. I'm up 20 hours a day. I got to make up 4 hours. I can do that. Yeah, she told me to do it. She said, go ahead. Why don't you give it a shot? I said, okay. I know, Geomon, they don't get how good our offensive line is now. It's so much better. This is the best offensive line the Giants have probably had since 2012. Facts. No, I said we can contend for the division in 2020 with Philly Lights. The division, not the Super Bowl. I'm not saying a rookie quarterback can compete for the Super Bowl. I'm not putting us there. No. But in 2020, we will compete for this division. This division. The NFC East 2020 next year, the Giants will compete for the division. Yes, 24-hour stream. I will do it. Giants, Cowboys, and Redskins fans. What am I delusional about, Dwayne? Tell me what I'm delusional about. That we're going to be better in 2020? That we've built an offensive line? That we have an incredibly young secondary and front seven? That we have the best running back in the league? That we have a rookie quarterback and $75 million in cap space to build around him and make us better and go after a guy like Jadeveon Clowney, who the Texans are not signing long term? So we can get that playmaker as an edge rusher in a 3-4? We can sign him. We can sign the top offensive lineman, and we have another draft. How is that delusional? Nothing delusional about it. The Giants can definitely compete for it. Giants can definitely compete for the division in 2020. A lot of people think the Giants can compete for the division this year. I don't. I don't think we're on the level of the Eagles and Cowboys this year. I just don't. I would love to think that. Realistically, I don't think we're at that level. But next year, I absolutely think we're at that level. I hear you, Jeffrey. I get it, man. I get it. I respect it. No, they're not competing. No, the division, not the Super Bowl. I know, Terry, is nice tonight. Aaron Judge with the big 2-run shot. Didi with the grand slam in the 8th. Big comeback win for us, especially after we blew that game last night. Should have never blown that game last night. Ever. Oh God, here we go. I might just sit here and read. I might just sit here and read the chat. I know, diehard Giants fan. Like I said, this is what they come at me with. I give them facts. They say the Giants stink, and I say, well, I can't argue that. We do. No, it's all right, Philly Lights. I'm not concerned about it. The hell, you're always here, my man. Always. Now we got a back and forth in the I got a back and forth in the chat. Cowboys haven't run anything in 20 years. You're right. 25 years. Eagles will be 12-4 this season. If Carson Wentz plays every game, Eagles have a very good shot at winning the division. Very good. Very good shot at winning the division. Without a doubt. They're a good team. Eagles will be 12-4. Yeah, I saw that. Saquon, Zeke, you're not wrong. You know I'm not telling you you're wrong, diehard Giants fan. You know that. I ain't telling you wrong. Saquon is better than Zeke. Anybody that actually watched the two running backs play would know that. And I'll just say this. They can say Zeke's played in the league 3 years. They can say Zeke has won the rushing title. Zeke carried the ball 43 more times than Saquon Barkley behind the 14th ranked offensive line of football, where the Giants had the 21st offensive ranked line of football. Chad Wheeler was the worst run blocking lineman in the NFL, in the entire NFL, the worst. Saquon Barkley had 5 more rushing touchdowns than Zeke, and Zeke fumbled 6 times. Saquon fumbled no times. Saquon did not fumble at all his rookie season. So, you want to go watch the tape, watch Saquon run, watch Zeke run. Let Saquon Barkley led the league in 40-plus yard carries with 9, and the next closest guy had 4. Saquon also caught 90 passes out of the backfield, 91. Saquon is the best running back in this league. I agree, Jeffrey. Jeffrey. I like Carson Wentz. I think Carson Wentz is a very good quarterback. He just, like you said, he needs to stay healthy. That's all. He just needs to stay healthy. You haven't seen your improved... No, we haven't. We haven't. You're right, Robert. We haven't seen it play. All we know is how it is on paper. But all I do know is that no matter who we put at right tackle, they cannot be worse than Chad Wheeler. Cannot be worse. He was one of the worst. He was the worst run blocking lineman in the league. Anybody we put over there would be better. Oh yeah, it's because Copp's here, Taylor. So this is just I don't know, from a week ago, whenever the hell all that went down. I don't know. I'm just staying out of it. Let them have at it. It's all good. Barkley is the best running back in the league, Jaden. It always is, Brock. It always is. Always is. Always is. You miss Tony Romo? Tony Romo used to kill us. We used to kill him too, though. What's my take on the Eagles and Cowboys being the top two highest rated teams? Are they really? I don't put much stock into video game ratings. I honestly can't. I can't put stock into that. It's WWE World War in the chat. I see that. I see that. Eric Flowers, I missed what else happened there. Flowers was horrible. Flowers was bad. I don't even remember who the hell we had. We had DJ Fluker. He was bad. Pugh and Richburg were overrated. We haven't had a good offensive line. This is the best offensive line we've had in a while. Packers may bounce back. I definitely think they can, Jeffrey. I think they're a sleeper, without a doubt. When is the next live stream MLB? Probably maybe Friday, Anthony? Maybe Friday. What do you think will be the best Giants game this year? It got to be an NFC East game. They're always great. Should we have traded Eli Apple? Absolutely. Eli Apple stinks. He was terrible, man. Wentz been hurt 3 out of the last 4 years, including college. Yeah, he has a hard time staying healthy. He's got to stay healthy. That's why I picked the Cowboys to win the division. I don't trust Carson Wentz to play 16 games. Oh, Will Beatty. Yeah, there's another one. God, we had just a horrible offensive line. Bobby Hart. Yep, terrible. Was a terrible offensive line. Terrible. Well, Taylor, I'm laughing. You got to understand. This warms the cockles of old Bad Dog's heart, seeing a little TTC action. That's my roots. And let's face it, we all know how I talk trash. Pretty good at it. So watching them go back and forth, I can't say I'm not enjoying it. Like I said, those are my roots. Trash talker by nature, The great thing is I don't even need to talk trash. I can still rile opposing fan bases up. Or I don't need to get personal. I can talk trash and do it, but hope Eric Flowers does. Yes, me too. I hope he does too. That'd be awesome. First preseason game. What and where will everyone? I'll be here, Jeffrey. I'll be streaming it. I'll be streaming the Giants game. I'm streaming all the preseason games. Actually, Anatana and I are going to do our Giants. We're going to start doing 2 Giants shows. We're going to do that for the regular season, but we're going to start doing 2 Giants shows as soon as the preseason games start. One of the talk shows. One of our Talking Giants shows will be during the preseason games. We'll have our talk show while we talk about the game while it's going on, and then we'll have at the beginning of the week, we'll have a recap of stuff. But we're gonna go to 2 Giants shows a week at that point, and one of those shows will be during the preseason games. So we plan on doing that together. Now he'll be in Texas at that point. So the first 2 games I know are NFL Network. So he'll get them both. Now I can ask you guys, some of you guys, like Philly 500, you got to have the NFL. You guys got to have DirecTV. You guys got to have the NFL package where you get the games, right? Do you guys get the preseason games too? Or is it just regular season games? I don't know. I don't have that. I have Verizon Fios. I don't need to worry about that because I get the Giants unless they're on CBS. Then they screw me. What's up, GMN409? How you doing, my man? I am doing well. Who has NFL? Who has DirecTV, the NFL package? Who has that? Who has that? NFC matchups are always having screen. Yeah, of course. Every matchup has me doing that. There is no thank you, GMN49. So the last two games, preseason games, obviously we're not going to be able to do the Talking Giants during the game. I will stream every game, but if he's in Texas, he's not getting it. It's going to be local. It's going to be NYT 13 up here, and I'll stream those games. The first two games on NFL Network, so we're going to stream those together. I see it, Chuck. I watch the Red Zone channel too, but you'll definitely root for the Giants. Yeah, most people will, except for Cowboy fans. He's got to have the NFL package, Uncle Lou. I'm guessing. Yeah, I have that too, DieHardGiantsFan. I have the Red Zone channel, but I don't have like the DirecTV because I don't feel like I don't need it because the Giants are on every week. Like those years of NFC competition every year, Eagles. Giants, Eric Flowers. Well, we stunk with him. Hey, I didn't even try Philly Lights. That's the thing. Trust me, 3 years ago, I drove Eagles fans to drink. I made Eagle fans cry. Fact. My trash talk made Eagle fans cry on camera. This is nothing what I do now. Nothing. I had those guys ripping their freaking hair out with the way I used to talk trash to them, especially before they won that Super Bowl. King Envy, what is going on, my man? I go online and watch the Packers games for free. Well, that's different. Sup, Nick? How you doing, my man? Our fan base can be non-existent. Oh, the Redskins, yes. You didn't talk to the right Eagles fans? Oh, I did. I talked to all the video makers. I talked to all of them. Well, PG-13 off-season. Regular season, that is definitely rated R, Baddog. There's no filter during those games at all. None. That is raw emotion during every Giants game. And during every Sooners game. It's just the Sooners are pretty good. You've been watching your team on an online stream. I don't need to worry about that. All right, Too Tough. Take her easy. We invading Philly this year. I hope so. Video makers like 3? No, a lot more Eagle video makers than 3. A lot more. Probably a dozen. At least a dozen. At least. Maybe more. But nice try. Who do I hate more, Eagles or Cowboys? It really depends on the day. Can't bear losing. I can't stand either one of them. I hate them both with a passion. Yeah, you have like 4 Washington fans on YouTube. They all come in the stream. HTTR, Ed Oliver. Psychopath is kind of gone, but HTT and Ed Oliver swing by. They're really good Redskins video makers. Yeah, exactly. Hello, Newman. I didn't even need to do anything to get. That's what I'm talking about. I did this the most minuscule thing, and I got into a Philly fans' feelings. I know what the hell I'm doing. Who do you think will be the next team to relocate? Says Gary. That's a good question. Tampa. Tampa's got it awful. You doubt I made them cry? Nope, made them cry. Made him cry. Don't care if you believe me, don't believe me. You weren't here? You don't know? CK Stephan completely cried on camera. Completely. Broke down and cried. He cried. I made him cry. Absolutely. 100%. Dude cammed up and cried because I questioned his fanhood. Truth. I made Eagle fans leave the TTC. I destroyed Philly boy from Texas. This guy had nothing for me at all. I destroyed Eagle fan after Eagle fan. That was my job on YouTube. And Cowboy fans were not far behind. It's just I seem to like the Cowboy video makers a lot more than I liked the Eagles video makers back in the day. The Raiders. Do you think the Eagles will be the best team in the NFC? They have a chance if Wentz can stay healthy. There you go. Hello Newman says he did cry. I saw it. There you go. There's your proof. There's your proof. No, I'm just not. I'm just looking at the stuff here. If you were to guess what year will the Giants make the Super Bowl again, just to guess. Great question. 2022. 3 years out. We should be good enough. CK Steffen, no. CK Steffen got rid of that video. Tyson actually kept it. Then Tyson got rid of his channel, so that video has long since disappeared. I wish I saved it, but he cried. And I'll tell you why he cried. He came on here. The Eagles started off 0-2 one year. I think it was 2000. I think it was 2016. I think it was Carson Wentz's rookie year. They started off 0-2. And he came on here and he said, I can't represent the Eagles anymore. I'm not going to do videos until they're good again. I just can't deal with this. So I came out and I said, all Eagle fans, I go, this is exactly why I rip on you. You're a bunch of fair weather fans. You will not follow your team when they're good. You only follow them you won't follow their team when they're bad. You can't stay with them when they're bad. You only follow them when they're good. That's a joke. You're a bunch of fair weather fans, and this is a joke. You're not real football fans if you can't follow your team when they're bad. And then he cammed up and he cried because I told him that. I made him look foolish. He made himself look foolish, and I just pointed it out, and then he cried because I called him out on it. He looked like a damn fool. That's what happened. I just don't want no yelling in here. I talk loud. I was actually going to end this thing, but I'm just enjoying the chat at this juncture. Every year we start 0-2. I think it's crazy 2007. It was a beautiful thing. I'd rather not start 0-2 though. I'd like to start 2-0 for a change. The Giants have won the opening game one time since 2009. That's ridiculous. We have won our opening game once since 2009. That is ridiculous. Yep, EDP wanted to fight me. That's still up there. That video between me and EDP is still up there. I got no problem with EDP now. That's from 2015, but yeah, it happens. And trust me, there's other Eagle fans on here I know that if I really wanted to get into them and get under their skin, they would say the same thing. Oh, let's fight. I guarantee it. I'm just good with my words. What else is new? We haven't beaten the Cowboys since 2016 either. We won 8 games since 2016. We have not been good. We haven't been good. So, imagine being a fan of the AFC in this chat. I don't know if there is at the moment. Yeah, 2016, we swept Dallas. Uncle Lou, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Dilly, I really appreciate it. He says, Cop Pizzle, stop emailing me about YouTube advice. You either have it or you don't. Sorry, sir. Good morning, though. And good morning. And Uncle Lou, thank you, my man. I really appreciate it. Dilly. $5. Boom! From Uncle Lou. Good morning, sir. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Yankees look good. Yes, Mo. The Yankees look good. That is important right now. Football's on its way, but Yankees can make a run at another championship. That is very important to me. We haven't won that since 2009. It's been a long time. Wentz rookie year, we started off 3-0. That was probably the year before Bradford. Oh, so it must have been 2015. You're right. It must have been 2015. It had to be 2015. I get the years confused. I forgot you guys started off. That's right. That's right. You started off 3-0. You waxed the Pittsburgh Steelers. And EDP came out and twerked bare ass naked. That's right. That is right. It was 2015. That is right. That's right. I don't know if we could be a dark horse in the East. If everything breaks right for us, we could be decent. I'm not ready to say we're winning 11 or 12 games, but we have to stay healthy. Things have to break right. We have an easier schedule, and we could be decent. Meet the Mets. Thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Dilly, my friend. I really appreciate that. He says, can you send half of this to Spunky so we can take a bath at the Flying J this year? You guys are terrible. Oh, man. Why is it funny to me? I don't know. Dilly, Meet the Mets. A little $5 holla, boom for Meet the Mets. The trash. You know what's great? Football's here. Football. Look at the chat right now. Look at the trash talk. This is what I'm talking about. Now you know football's on its way. When you see shit, you're not getting this in May. You're not getting this in May. You're not getting that kind of trash talk in May. Not happening. But here with a week before we go to training camp, oh yes, it is here. It is here. I have no idea NFL mixed lights. I don't know. Just over confident, I guess. Over optimistic. 12-4 can't happen. Can't happen. Can't happen. I'll be right, Jared. Redskins 9-7. Clint Frazier broke his cleats and placed on 11-day DL. Clint Frazier's not even playing. I don't know why the Yankees haven't brought him up, to be honest. I don't know. Let's go Bears. All of those suck. These nicknames are hilarious. Skins aren't going 6-10. Eagles fan here. Now, we'll see. I don't know about the Skins. It'll be very interesting to see what the Skins do with the quarterback position. That's what worries me more than anything else with the Redskins. I'd rather have Daniel Jones than Mason Rudolph. Fact. Daniel Jones played in a pro-style system. Mason Rudolph played in a Big 12 system. A little different. Not many Big 12 quarterbacks are great. Now, I knew Baker Mayfield would be great. He will be. Kyler Murray will be great, too. They're special breeds of quarterbacks. But guys like Graham Harrell, like I talked about earlier, they don't succeed. Mason Rudolph's not going to succeed in the NFL. Big 12 quarterbacks have a difficult time succeeding in the NFL because of the system that they play in. It's not pro style. It's just Murray and Mayfield have got incredible talent. You're right. Pat Shermer's play calling needs to get better. Give the ball to Barkley. I don't know what is going on in this chat. I'm glad I haven't heard anything from Daniel Jones. No news is good news. I know. The news we heard is about some scrub ninth string safety that's not even going to be part of the team. That's what we heard. It's nice to hear nothing. It's nice for it to be quiet, DieHardGiantsFan. Fan. It is. My conservative prediction, Birds are going 10-6. That's where I have them too. I have the Eagles at 10-6, Will. Who's after you, Jared? Dwayne, and maybe he will get another year. Oh. I can't see the Eagles going 14-2. I can't see that happening. But I'll take Cowboys 7-9, Giants 8-8. I'd take that. I can't wait to see the. Yes, me too, Cruzon. I can't wait for it either. This chat is cracking me up right now. Who do we play in preseason? We play the Jets first. God, who do we play? Because it's different. Play the Jets first. I think we play the. Oh God, who the hell? We play the Jets first. Play the Patriots last. God, who the hell else do we play? Normally we play the Jets in the third week of the season, but because we play them this year, we don't play them. We'll play them week 1. I don't get it. The Bengals. Maybe it is the Bengals. God, who the hell do we play? Do I think we have a chance to beat Brady? Yeah, it's going to be tough. That's going to be a tough game. It'll be nice to see Eli and Brady one last time, though. A lot of history between those two quarterbacks. It'll be good to see that again. It'll be good to see that again. Do I think Daniel Jones will get a lot of time? Oh, Daniel Jones is going to get a lot of time in all these games because Eli Manning's not going to play. Honestly, Daniel Jones might not even play. You're going to see Daniel Jones get a lot of time the first 3 games. I don't know about the last game. They might not play him the last game, but the first 3 games, you're going to see it. You're going to see it. Bears week 2. Thank you, Gman409. I couldn't remember. It's different this year because we usually play the Jets week 3. Jets, Bears, Bengals. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Chat is wild. Little TTC action going on here. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's how I know football's on its way, man. That's how I know. That's how I know. That's how I know football is close. That's how I know. You just tell the intensity of the comments. Oh man, where the hell is Vodka Drinker? Uncle Lou, where you at? Where the hell is Vodka Drinker? Vodka Drinker needs to be in here because Vodka Drinker wanted me to be at Coney Island, and here I am. Where the hell is it? Ron effective Daniel Jones at leadership. Well, give me Daniel Jones. He's our quarterback. Got to take him. Please give Copizzle a Giants vid maker. Yeah, I know he's a Giants vid maker. He's a big reason I started making videos back in 2008. Drinking his vodka, he must be. He wasn't on my stream earlier either. Oh, it sucks. I wonder where he is. He's dead? I don't think he's dead. Yes, exactly, Gman409. It's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. I can't wait to see Jones, but I can. Oh yeah. Oh, I hear you. NFL. I'm looking forward to seeing all of our rookies too. Without a doubt. B.J. Hill, Dalvin Tomlinson, Dexter Lawrence. We got a nice front 3. Yeah, we do. We definitely do. And then you got Lorenzo Carter on the outside, which I think he could have a big year too. Yeah, well, I don't pay attention to the video game ratings. I don't play video games, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this. I'm what I want to see right now. I want to see Spunky and Philly 500 in a steel cage tag team match against Meet the Mets and Copizzle. That's what I want to see. I want to see a tag team championship match in a Hell in a Cell between the Eagles fans and the Giants fans. That's what I want to see. Yes, Saquon should have got a better. But everybody says that. Everybody thinks they should have got a better rating. Oh shit! This is what they got. Which decade was the Eagles and Giants rivalry the best? All pretty good. The 80s, it was pretty good. I'd say the 2000s, though. Both teams were successful in the decade of the 2000s. Giants made 2 Super Bowls, won 1. Eagles played in 4 straight NFC Championship games. They met up in the playoffs a couple times. I think that's probably the best rivalry was the 2000s. I got 2 words for you. Yeah, I know. It is crazy. I don't know how Wentz is in 82. Well, I don't know what's good and what's bad in Madden, guys. I honestly don't. I haven't played Madden since Madden 12, so I honestly don't know who's good and who's not. You know, the 06 playoff game, that's when David Akers hit the game winner at the buzzer, or at the gun, rather. Meet the Mets looks like a Jordy. What? I don't even know what the hell's going on here. Plaxico beat him in overtime, I think, in 2005. Moal. 2006, we lost. Chat is like I'm kind of just reading the comments at this point, trying to pick out questions, but at the end of the day, I'm just sitting here looking at this stuff. Jedi got to switch her laptop. She's enjoying it so much. Eagles own the Giants, and it's not even close. Okay. 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 I think it's a year. I also think Evan Ingram could have a breakout season, without a doubt. Without a doubt. The Mets have placed Mr. Mets 10-day IL with a broken toenail. Mets bullpen is in shambles. It's in shambles. 10-day IL. Bears might go 10-6 with Green Bay's going to sweep. I think the Bears are taking a step back this year, honestly. Yep, that's exactly what I'm just kind of paying attention. I'm kind of doing both things, G-Man 4. Now, like I said, I was going to wrap it up, but the chat is so good that I'm just sitting here watching it go back and forth at this juncture. It's actually pretty funny because, like I said, it brings me back to my roots. Yes, you did win the home run derby. Pete Alonso took care of that for you. Yes, indeed. There's a lot of bad bullpens, Devin. A lot of bad bullpens. The Yankees bullpen's overrated, in my opinion. Dodgers bullpen struggled. The Phillies bullpen, it's just not really good. Nobody has a good. Nobody has a great bullpen. What do you think about Witten coming out of retirement? I don't think Witten's going to do a lot, to be honest. I think he's more there to coach, and I think he was terrible in the booth. That's why I went back to football. If the Cowboys signed Dak and Cooper, how long are they in cap hell? They won't be in cap hell because they have a lot of cap space. They're one of the top teams in cap space next year, DieHardGiantsFan, but they're going to lose it all by signing those guys. But they can afford to sign Dak, Cooper, and Elliott. I'm hoping they do because when that's 35% of your cap, it's going to be hard to build around. But they're not in cap hell like the Eagles. They actually have a very good cap next year, and they're very young. So they're going to be formidable for a while. The Cowboys are. I can't say that about the Eagles. Can't say it about the Eagles. Can't say it about the Eagles. Most overrated player in the division. Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott's the most overrated player in the division. Dak Prescott. Witten was a beast. Dude was a monster. Yeah, well, he was, but he's not anymore. He's, past his prime. Yeah, you're right. They're not going to be formidable for a while, right? They won, like I said, Neat-Rab. Neat-Rab, whatever. They've won the Division 2 out of the last 3 years. They have a very good cap situation, and they're the youngest team in the NFL going into next year. You're right. They're not going to be formidable. They're going to fall off. But the Eagles won't. Having 11 players take up 78% of their cap and having a bunch of dead cap hits that they can't even get rid of these players. You're right. That makes sense. Dak and Josh Norman. I forgot Josh Norman was even in the division. Think Amari Cooper's overrated? I don't know. Amari Cooper's pretty good when he holds onto the ball. It is. Me and Philly 500 sumo match we got. That would be worth the price of admission. I can tell you that much right now. I'd have to go with you. I'd have to go with you though, Mets. I think we would fight dirty. I think Meet the Mets would fight dirty. I think Meet the Mets would do whatever it took to win. I don't know if Philly 500 has it in him to fight dirty. Meet the Mets is a New Yorker, so I know how we roll. I know how we roll, us New Yorkers. We fight dirty. So I'd have to give you the edge, Mets. I'd have to give you the edge there. I'd have to give you the edge. Being a New Yorker, I get it. I know. Oh man, that's hilarious. Oh God. I don't know. I honestly don't know why Philadelphia Eagle fans cannot accept the fact that you are in cap hell. I don't know I don't understand what you don't understand. But then again, I understand Eagle fans are not the smartest football fans in the NFL. They're just not. They're just not. How are you in cap hell? Watch the video. Listen to what I say. It's a 53-man roster. 11 of your players are taking up almost 80% of your cap, which means you have to fill 42 spots with 20% of your cap. That's not how you do it. You cannot miss on any draft picks, and you better hope every other player on that on your team balls out. You can't make any improvements. And you got Dak Prescott. Listen to me. You got Carson Wentz at a deal next year, $18.5 million. In 2021, he's $34 million. You have a bunch of backloaded contracts on veterans and big-time dead cap hits on all those contracts. That's why you're in salary cap hell. I'm not going to sit here and explain it again. I explained it very clearly in my video. You are in cap hell. Harry Roseman delays the inevitable and pushes it back another year. You'll be in cap hell in 2021. It's going to get you either way. Can't just dump these contracts. It's not going to work. Run the division? You haven't won the division 2 out of the last 3 years. How do you run the division? How do you run the division? Did you win the division last year? Did you beat the Cowboys last year? Did you beat the Cowboys? Did you win the division? No. No. And damn you for making me stick up for the Cowboys. But if you got swept by the Cowboys and they won the division, you don't run the division. You win the division this year, you can say you run the division. But not winning it and getting swept by the Cowboys last year, you don't run a damn thing in this division. Facts. 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 Eagles will win the division this year? They very well could. Carson Wentz stays healthy? They very well could. But that is an if. We don't know. What I do know is last year, you didn't win the division and the Cowboys swept you, which means you don't run this division right now. That's just fact. That cannot be debated. That's what happened last year. Carlos, thank you so much for this. Thank you for super chat, my man. Dilly, he says, Bad Dog, leave alone, Bad Dog. How will figure it out with a little laughy face. I get you. I understand. Yeah, I got it. Little $2 boom from Carlos Rodriguez. Thank you, my man. I really do appreciate it, man. I really do. I appreciate that very much. But, yes, I hear you. I guess Howie will figure it out. Eagles fans win 1 Super Bowl, 70 years, think they're great. Yes, exactly. Sean Lee's here, Cowboys linebacker. Everyone on our damn team was injured that we're supposed to do. Yeah, but the Cowboys are injured too. Travis Frederick missed the whole year. He missed the whole year. Every team deals with injuries. The Eagles were not alone with injuries last year. You actually did better with your starting quarterback hurt. You actually did better with your backup quarterback. You guys are what last year? 9-7, right? Carson Wentz was 5-6 as a starter, which makes Nick Foles 4-1 as a starter. You're actually better with your backup last year. Every team has injuries, man. It's part of the game. We used to say it back in 07, 08. When we used to do the TTC thing when it first started as Giants fans, Giants Mafia. Bad dog. Giants Mafia. You say it all the time. Got depth? Got depth? That's what it was. You're only as good as your depth in the NFL, man. Every team has injuries. Every team has injuries. Will gets it. He's an Eagles fan. He says, you're right. We don't want to admit it, but we don't want these. You think I want to admit that the Eagles kicked the living hell out of us for the last decade? No, but it's fact. It's fact. I can see that, diehard Giants fan. I can definitely see that. Skins should have won the division. Skins are the best team in that division until Alex Smith got hurt. Chuck. They were 6-3 running away with it. The Cowboys were 3-5 at that juncture. I don't even remember what the Eagles were. They might have been 3-4 or something. Or 3-5 or 4-5, wherever they were. But yes, Redskins were the best until Alex Smith got hurt. And then you ended up with Mark Sanchez and Josh Johnson as your QBs. It's not going to help. Brunson thinks that since they're paying Wentz, they're going to dominate for years. You can pay your quarterback all you want. Usually quarterbacks win on rookie contracts. Usually once the quarterback gets the big contract, they don't make it back because they're taking up so much of the cap space. Hard to build around a quarterback when he's getting 15% of your cap as opposed to the rookie contract. It's just facts. Carson Wentz is making $34 million in 2021. It's going to be hard to build around him, especially with all the backloaded contracts that the Eagles have with all these aging veterans on their offensive line. Their offensive line is the oldest offensive line average age in NFL, or it's close. Their average age is over 30. That is not young in the NFL. It's not. I don't know why Eagle fans get so mad at facts. I'm not sitting here saying you guys suck. I'm not sitting here saying Carson Wentz is a bum. I'm not saying we're going to sweep you. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm talking about your cap space and lack thereof and these bad backloaded contracts with huge dead cap hits. That's what I'm talking about. Those are facts. They're undisputable. Look it up. Look it up. You can look it up just like I did. So all you got to do is do a little research. That's it. I missed the Gardner catch. Oh, Kyle Lauletta sucks. That's why we drafted Daniel Jones. He wasn't the answer. Brady gets 14 minutes because Brady doesn't need money. And that's why the Patriots constantly win. Hello, Newman, because Brady doesn't care. His wife makes 10 times more than he makes. So he doesn't care. He doesn't need the money. He wants to win. So he takes $14 million a year. Give Brady $38 million a year. Patriots are a different team. They're a different team. Oh, my God. This is just freaking hilarious. Just watching this chat is making me laugh. Oh, man. If Wentz is healthy this season, Eagles win the NFC. They could. They could. They're talented enough to do it. You and me both, Jedi. Kind of. Let's be honest, I would love to see the Cowboys Pats in the Super Bowl to see who has more bandwagoners. Yeah, now Chuck, this is what it used to be. Like I said, this is how I know football's coming here. When you get the serious trash talk, man. This is how you know it. It's very true, diehard Giants fan. It's very true. It's been like that since I came back on YouTube in 2015, man. It's just been like that. See, you can say that about taking guys' games away, but you can't take them away. You can't take his game away. You can't do that. You can't do it because he had that good game. But that's why I say stats can be misleading. That's why I say it all the time. They tell half the story. Can't take it away, Brock, but you look at it. He had 500 yards and 3 touchdowns in 8 games, which means his stats were skewed because he had a couple big games. That's why I always say stats tell half the story. They don't tell the whole story. But we live in a fantasy football generation, so that's really what all these young kids look at is stats. They don't understand that stats don't tell it all. There's a lot to be said about the way a guy plays the game. There's a lot of things that go in intangibles. There's a lot of things that don't show up in the box score that contribute to teams winning. But the younger generation doesn't want to see that. They just look at the numbers. They look at the Madden. They play Madden. They play fantasy football. They look at stats. They look at numbers. That's what they look at. They look at Madden ratings. Has nothing to do with football on the field. None of it does. Kind of beer am I drink? Well, I stopped, but Sam Adams. I had a couple Sammys. I used the mean age instead of the average age. Okay, well, I thought their average age was 30. So I thought their average age was 30. I went by what somebody else said. As far as your average age going into next year, that is your average age, not your mean age. Not your mean age. You're talking about the offensive line being 30 years old? Yeah, Sam Adams is a good beer. Cutler has higher... Aikman had bad stats. 165 touchdowns, 141 picks, but he won 3 Super Bowls. And he had a bunch of talent around him. Incredible talent. Every Cowboys Super Bowl win can be found in VCR. Yeah, I guess it can. Jason Peters skews average. It doesn't matter. I mean, that's their average age. What's the rest of your guys? It's not like your offensive line is young. You have Dillard now. He's a young guy. Lane Johnson's not young. Lane Johnson's not a young guy. Thoughts on Jabril Peppers? Upgrade over Landon Collins. And he's been one of our best players in camp. So I'm excited about Jabril Peppers. I think that he could be a big-time difference maker on defense. I do. I think Jabril Peppers is an exciting player that can definitely help out our secondary, Gritty City. That's what I think, for sure. Ertz is going to kill Collins again. Evan Engram is going to kill Landon Collins, too. He can't cover fast tight ends. Look what George Kittle did to him on Monday Night Football. He undressed him. George Kittle made Landon Collins look lost out there. JD in the house. Yeah, Collins is on the Skins. I do, George. I think that Lorenzo Carter could take a big step this year. I think Lorenzo Carter could actually have double-digit sacks, to be honest with you. I think he could get 9 or 10 sacks. I do. I think Lorenzo Carter has a chance to lead the team in sacks. I do. But yeah, I do. I think he'll. I will be. Yeah, George, we'll be good. No, that's what I'm saying, Brock. I'm not saying you skewed it. I'm saying because of things like that, statistics can be skewed, that they only tell half the story. He has 8 games where he doesn't do anything, but he has a 9th game where he has 247 yards and 3 touchdowns. All of a sudden, his stats look a lot better, but it doesn't tell the whole story because one game skewed his whole season. Stats don't tell it all. They don't. Oh, God, yeah, Cruzon. I was so ready to get rid of him, my man. I couldn't stand him. Could not stand him. Collins' deal obviously isn't great, but I think it helps. I don't know, man. He's not good, Chuck. He's not good. And you gave that dude $84 million for 6 years. 6 years. I don't know, man. I don't know. Collins can't stop. Yeah, I know. He just likes to. I'm gonna go to bed soon. I'm just enjoying the chat. This is the problem. I'm just reading this. I don't like Collins. Collins wasn't there. Here's another perfect example of skewing statistics. People say Landon Collins was a 3-time Pro Bowler with the Giants. He made the Pro Bowl 3 years, Bad Dog. He made the Pro Bowl last year. Landon Collins did not have a sack or an interception. How the hell does a guy with no sacks, no interceptions make the Pro Bowl on defense? Could somebody please tell me that? How do you make the Pro Bowl when you don't have an interception or a sack as a safety? Come on. A little bit West Coast, a little bit. Yes, Michael, without a doubt. I can't wait for that either. Can't wait for it either. What up, Landon? Oh, exactly, Gritty City. It's a popularity contest. That's exactly why. That means nothing. When you're an all-pro, different story. I'm waiting for the NFL's top 100 to come out from 2018. Do you think if Evan Ingram has another injury-plagued season, he could be perhaps? I don't know what we'd get for him, but perhaps EDP live stream. Not a game. We're not going to live stream a game together, but he'll be on the channel. Thank you, George. I really appreciate that, my man. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. I hope you watched. I hope you check the videos out that I've been doing, man, because I think you'll enjoy those. But I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, Newman, he's going to be on the channel the week we play the Eagles, but it won't be for the game. The game I'll be doing alone. Giants-Eagles, that one I need to stream alone. Need some alone time with the chat when I rage. But he will be on my channel that week, the first week we play the Eagles. We'll discuss the game and some other things, and that'll be a lot of fun. What's up, Dennis? How you doing? I'm glad you signed Collins. I think yeah, I do too. We don't even utilize him correctly. Imagine that guy. Hey, that's what I'm saying, Cruzan. If we actually used him, he could be huge. Play action pass, seam route, bang. All day. All day. We used to do that with Martellus Bennett. We used to do it with Larry Donnell, and it worked. With no Saquon Barkley. Those guys don't have the capability of Evan Ingram. Play action pass, seam route, bang, done. Yeah, Rage Dog week 1, that will happen. Against the Cowboys, you have no doubt, yes. I'll be pissed. Bad Dog will be a mad dog. The pussy bacon's in the house. What is going? See, this I know. Like I said, I know football is coming around when I start seeing my football guys in the chat. I know. It'll be good. It'll be good. Yeah. Yeah, and then we stopped running them, Will. We had a chance to beat the Eagles that second game. We just kind of stopped running them. We stopped giving them the ball. Very true, NFL mixed lights. He has to catch the ball. There's no doubt about that. Who's the Giants' best defensive player? It's a good question, West Coast, because we have such a young group of guys. I'm going to say Lorenzo Carter, but it's up for debate. Jabril Peppers definitely could be. No, I'm not going to Giants camp, JD. It's down in Jersey, so I don't have time to go. It's in the middle of the day. I can't do that. When they were up in Albany, I used to be there all the time. I went to Albany all the time. All the time. Always when they were here in Albany. From 1996 to 2012, I used to take weeks off of work. I'd save all my vacation for the summer, and I'd go down to camp for 3 weeks. I'd go down every day. It was great. Yeah, ML Striker. It wasn't as bad as it's going to be in 2020 because all he did was push back the contracts, which gives you more dead cap, and he backloaded the contracts. All that does is push your team back another year and make your team older. It doesn't help matters. He's trying to win now. That's why he's doing that. But if you fall off or when you fall off, you're screwed. That's the truth. He's pushing this back because he's delaying the inevitable because he's trying to win a Super Bowl. But it will catch up with you. Trust me. You cannot avoid that dead cap all this time. I can't either. Bacon. I cannot wait either. VIP for Niners camp, awesome. I remember I used to get the VIPs down at Albany. It was fantastic. How does JD not have a mod? Because I only give out mods during football season for the most part. I have a lot of mods, but I said I'm not giving any out until football season again because I have a lot. You went to school down there, so you know. In Albany? You went to school in Albany, George, or you went down to school in went to school down in New Jersey? You know, it's funny, Cruzon, because I have some Jets trolls in here that keep telling me the Giants suck, and I'm like, do Jets fans realize that they had a worse record than the Giants last year? Do they realize that? The Jets are worse than the Giants. Oh, Philly. Oh, my bad. My bad. I'm wondering if you continue to back the contracts. No, well, this is the thing, Brock. No, if the player retires, you don't pay them. You don't pay them the thing. However, when you backload a contract, why would a player retire if there's $23 million on the table? Why is he going to turn down the money if he's going to get the money for not retiring? You understand what I'm saying? Fletcher Cox is making over $24 million this year. So say at the end of Fletcher Cox's contract, his last year he's due $24 million. Why would he sit there and go, well, I'm going to leave the $24 million on the table because I really want to help the Eagles? To hell with that. That man's going to say, I'm playing this. I'm going to keep, if you keep paying me, I'm going to keep playing. That's all. The Jets gave the Browns a win for a season. Flashdance needs a breather. Are the Sixers winning the East? I have no idea. I think the Nets could be good. I think the Celtics could be good again. One of the Bills players retired at halftime. Which Bill? Meet the Mets is the man. You got to understand. Meet the Mets and I, we go back a long ways. Meet the Mets. Meet the Mets. You going to the Jets-Giants game, week 10? I don't know if I asked you that. Are you going to be at that Jets-Giants game? A lot of us are going to the Jets-Giants game. You think you're going to multiple Super Bowls? Only time will tell. Only time will tell. You're there. Nice. 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 The Giants win 2 games and we pick first overall next year. The Giants are going to win more than 2 games. The Giants won more. The Giants won 5 games last year with the worst roster. And they played better without Beckham. Even when we lost those games. But yeah, the Jets are. I don't know how Jets can say anything to us. Yeah, we have an easier schedule by far. By far. Yep, Panthers almost went 16-0. I think they lost to the Falcons that year. And then, of course, the Broncos annihilated them in the Super Bowl. Oh, God. We had the first overall pick. I don't know. Honestly, West Coast, I don't know because I haven't watched. I don't know who the great prospects are coming out this year. I gotta wait and see. You know who steps up in college this year. But it's got to be a defense. It would have to be a pass rusher. If we had we're not going to take a quarterback, so we're not going to take a running back. It would have to be a pass rusher, or we trade back and let somebody that wants Tua go up there and get Tua, and we get a ton of picks. That's also a possibility. That is also a possibility. Am I worried about Remmer's injury history? We can't worry about it. Just like Eagle fans can't worry about Wentz's injury history. We got to just hope that he stays healthy. You know, I know this. A 90% Remmer is better than 100% Chad Wheeler. I know that much. Yes, what is going on, Mike Nixon? How you doing, my man? The dude from OSU. Well, I don't want to wait for Trevor Lawrence because that means you'd have to be bad for the next 2 years to get Trevor Lawrence. You have to deal with Jones. That's all. Can't wait till 2021. I don't want to be 2-14 in 2020. So. Jared, have a great evening. Only time I've seen Mets triggers after the OBJ trade. The pass rusher at number 1 would be Chase Young. Okay, well then it would be him. We need a pass rusher. We'd go Chase Young and sign Jadeveon Clowney probably. Or like I said, we could trade back with a team and get a ton of picks if someone wants to move up and get Tua. I mean, we could do that too. Let's go Yankees. Yes, indeed. All right, Jared, have a great night, man. I do think Justin Herbert will be good. That's actually the quarterback I wanted the Giants to take, but he decided to stay another year at Oregon, which I actually think he needed. But I wanted the Giants to take him because I didn't think we'd get Kyler Murray. And I didn't think Kyler Murray was going into the draft either. So I thought he was going to play baseball, and that's why I said, but I wanted Justin Herbert. That was the quarterback I wanted. I think he will be good. The Eagles, they may have a winning record against us now. Chuck, it's close. We might be tied, but they are very close to having a winning record against us now because they've beaten us so many damn times recently. Oh, hell yeah, Jedi. They made us crazy last night. It is tied. I knew it was close. The Yankees killed me last night. They gotta pay Dak first. I think they're gonna pay Dak first. How many years do you give Daniel Jones to be a good quarterback? Third year is always a telltale sign. Your third year in the NFL pretty much tells you what you are. First year is a bunch of adjustments. Second year is defense adjusting to you. Third year is how you adjusted a defense that made adjustments to you. I think 3 years is when you know what a quarterback really has it or doesn't. I think their third year is the telltale sign, which is why I'm not high on Dak Prescott because every year his numbers have been the same. They've actually decreased a little bit. His QBR has gone down dramatically every single year since the rookie season. So that's why I'm not high on Dak Prescott. Thor and Wheeler for Judge straight up. I'll tell you what. I will give you... For Thor, I will give you Clint Frazier and Taro Estrada for Thor. I'll give you them. I'll give you Clint Frazier and Taro Estrada. I'm not giving you a Judge. Judge is the man. Where did I rank the Giants roster among the league? I think we're mid-pack. We're mid-pack. I think we're between 15th and 20th. Maybe that's lower or middle, but... I think that's where we are. I think we're between 15th and 20th. I think we're not as good as a lot of teams. I think we're better than a lot of teams. I think we're kind of in the middle. That's why I have us going 7-9, 8-8. Haskins is going to be better than Wentz. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. What teams did I rank lower? God, I think the Cardinals are worse. I think the Dolphins are worse. I think the Jets are worse. That's right. I do still think the Jets are worse, and that's more of their head coach's problem. I think that we can beat the Lions. I think we can beat the Bucks. I don't think the Bills are as good as the Giants. Trying to think of the other teams around. It's hard to think of all the teams off the top of my head. God. I don't know. I'd have to look at the entire teams. But yeah, just about improving. It is just about improving. Just getting better. Yeah, the Raiders, we could be better than them. You'd rather be an Eagles fan and have a salary cap held than to be mediocre Giants coming from Dallas? Well, I'd rather be a Giants fan that's seen my team win 4 Super Bowls and know that my team is going in the right direction after a down spell than a team that's 1-1 and is going to be in cap hell for the next 2 or 3 years. So I like my situation better, to be honest with you. SpermCell is in the house. What is going on, my man? He flew in here late. My man SpermCell flew in here late tonight. Get on Minecraft now. This is Poppy Code. Man. He says JR is coming. Who's JR? Who's JR? Yep. Well, down Daniel Jones all you want. How can I be the man when you're the man, Terry? How can I be the man when you're the man? Didn't I say fire everybody? No. Don't remember saying that. Don't remember saying fire everybody. I don't know where you get these things that I say. I don't remember ever saying fire everybody. I said that years ago. I said fire Coughlin, fire Reese. Yeah, I remember saying fire McAdoo, fire Reese. Yep, I remember saying that. I remember saying fire Shermer because I didn't like his play calling. I don't ever remember saying fire Gettleman. Never said that. Never uttered those words. Even as pissed off as I was at the Daniel Jones pick, I never said a fire Gettleman because Gettleman, I feel like, does a lot of moves that I wanted to make. So, well, then be an Eagles fan, A1Av. Be an Eagles fan. Nobody's stopping you. You know? Draft stream, I said fire. Don't remember saying that. Don't remember saying that. But I was in an alternate reality if I said that. So I don't remember saying that, but it is what it is. You pay attention a lot more to things I say than I pay attention to it, I guess. And as I said, when you have an opportunity to go back and actually look at stuff instead of being reactionary, you're allowed to change your mind. Understand that fans are very passionate about their teams, especially a guy like me. You're allowed to change your mind. How can I be the man when you... Well, I can be the man because you're the woman, Jedi. So I can be. SpermCell says, let me call in. I don't have the Skype up. I'm going to end this. I got to end this soon because it's late and I got to get up early in the morning. But... yeah, this is true, Gritty City. How can I be the man when you're the man, Landon? How can I be the man when you the man? Wouldn't you be? Yeah, I would be surprised if we had a winning record. If we go 9-7, that'd be surprising to me. That'd be surprising to me. I know you're a Giants fan. Mixed lights. That's good. How can you be the man when I'm the man? I'm not downloading Minecraft. What the hell is Minecraft, goat? The hell is Minecraft? What city? They represent New York. They're the New York Giants. And I don't really understand. People have a very difficult time reading my name. I don't think my name is that difficult to read. But they call me Mad Dog. That's not my name. But they call me that. I think people can't read. I think people... Sorry, Goat. I'm not downloading Minecraft. I don't think people can read. It's actually kind of funny. Maverick, have a good night, my man. Take it easy. Thank you for hanging out in the chat, brother. Really appreciate it. Really do. Eagles fans are not. I love you guys, man. You're hilarious. Shit's fun to me. It's fun to me. I'm only a mad dog on Sundays when the Giants are getting their ass kicked, and I'm mad. Yeah, see you Friday, Brock. Absolutely, my man. We'll see you Friday, brother. Yep, they play in Jersey. Still the New York Giants. What's the difference? Where do the San Francisco 49ers play? Santa Clara? Where do the Dallas Cowboys play? Arlington? Right? So, what's your point? They're the New York Giants. They're the New York Giants. They represent the city of New York. Best home field advantage in the NFL, either Seattle or Kansas City. They're both fantastic. Both of those are great home field advantages. This is the thing. I don't care where the Giants play. I don't care where they play. I don't care where their stadium is. You see this? New York Giants. New York Giants. I don't give a damn where they play. I could not care less. They could play in London and be the New York Giants, and I would still love them. It doesn't matter. All right, diehard Giants fan, take it easy, my man. As always, I appreciate you. And I'm actually going to end it myself because it's late and I want to go to sleep. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. So I appreciate you all hanging out with me tonight. Thank you so much. Chat was very interesting. Thank you guys for livening it up and making it interesting to watch that. Football is around the corner. It is getting more intense. And it's going to be great. It's going to be freaking awesome. Next week we have training camp. It's going to be fantastic. You guys have a great night. Maybe more videos on the way. But like I said, this is the end of it. For me, it's going to Giants content now. I don't give a damn about, like I said, unless there's some crazy breaking news, something that goes on in the division. It's all about the Giants at this point to me until we start getting in football and we start playing against other teams. But it's going to be Giants stuff from now on. So Eagles, Cowboys, Redskins, it was fun while it lasted, talking a little trash and a little truth to you guys and gals. But like I said, it'll be all about the Giants now. So you'll have a great night, and we'll see you next time. Bad Dog, and I'm gone. Peace!